1-800-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Audible. When you start listening to books on Audible, traffic might seem like less of an annoyance and more of an opportunity for another chapter. Audible, stories that speak to you. New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com.
An extreme heat warning remains in effect through Sunday night. It will be partly cloudy tonight. Thunderstorms possible, low 88. Mostly sunny tomorrow, high 109. And mostly clear tomorrow night, low 90. I'm Brad Siegel, 550 KFYI.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword preset at KFYI.com. That's preset at KFYI.com.
Well, hello there. What's happening? Hi, Gary Lewis with you. It's your afternoon addiction. And I am ready for some fun. Thank you for listening on KFYI in Phoenix, KNST in Tucson on the free iHeartRadio app. If you don't have it, you should download it. It is phenomenal. And on top of that, you can now watch on the free, beautiful 550 KFYI YouTube channel. So there's a lot. We'll get to the Democratic Socialists and the ties to the crazy radical jihadists and all this stuff. It's all coming out. It was only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. But this is big stuff. It has not been confirmed by Katie Hobbs. Maybe her staff just hasn't told her yet. But there are reports. New York Times had the first report that Katie Hobbs is going to pick. We're told it's a Republican. John Giles, gigantic rhino. Look, he is a Democrat. He's a Democrat. Former Mesa mayor John Giles. I want to find out how many more people told Katie no. That's what she couldn't find a Democrat. She couldn't find a Democrat. Nobody wanted. She asked Jimmy McCain, but Jimmy said no. Jimmy's not sweet on Katie. Jimmy's not going to do that stuff. So apparently, again, all the reports say Katie Hobbs is going to ask John Giles. And this is going to be touted as strategic brilliance. She picked a Republican. He's not a Republican. He's not. Stop saying that. He was asked to speak at the Democratic National Convention. He supported Katie Hobbs, the Democrat, in 22. He supported Kamala Harris. He supported Ruben Gallego and Mark Kelly. Does that sound like a Republican to you? Does it? John Giles, I have the receipts. John Giles was actually at the Democratic National Convention in 2024 trying to pump up the fraud, the Chardonnay swilling Kamala Harris. Do you remember what John Giles said? Okay? This is a big deal. He said a lot of things. I want you to hear John Giles.
Good evening. I have a confession to make. I'm a lifelong Republican.
No, you're not.
So I feel a little out of place tonight, but I feel more at home here than in today's Republican Party.
Yeah, sounds like a real Republican there. The only thing that would have been better, by the way, would be if Katie Hobbs would have picked Jeff Flake. That would have been awesome. That would have been so much fun. Because, look, they're the same. He's the same as Jeff Flake. He's the absolute same. But it's really fun to make fun of Jeff Flake. So anyway, so she picks John Giles. What I'm waiting for, and it shows you the hypocrites, by the way, where are Katie Hobbs' far left buddies to criticize her for picking a white male? Why would you? This is the problem in society, isn't it? White men? White men have the advantage of everything. Obviously, Katie Hobbs proved once again how much she's a racist. You know, she's a two-time convicted racist, right? She fired Tanya Adams because she's a black woman that asked Katie, why am I not getting paid like the white guy is? You're fired. Tanya Adams, who is a black woman, has been on record everywhere about how racist KK Katie is. And KK Katie Hobbs once again picked out how racist she is by choosing a white male. Why couldn't she pick any one of the letters, right? The LGBTQIA double plus things or something like that. Why couldn't she pick that? Why couldn't she pick a trans woman of color? Why couldn't she do something like that? Because she's a racist. John Giles said, I feel more comfortable at the DNC than with the Republicans. That's what he said. Well, you want to hear another beauty from this guy? Why did he support Kamala? Again, this is KK Katie's guy, right? Why did he support Kamala over Trump?
Well, I think that there's a minimum bar for elected officials in this country, and having to do with character, having to do with commitment to the rule of law and the Constitution. Okay. And I don't feel like Mr. Trump gets over that low bar.
Okay.
And at the same time, I do think that the vice president is a good alternative. The contrast between the two of them is stark, and President Trump does not compare well. There are many issues.
I thought Kamala was good.
Republican, I differ with the vice president on.
Oh, do you?
But what to me is the compelling reason to support her is that I don't question that at the top of her agenda is what is in the best interest of the United States. I honestly can't say that I think that's the case with Mr. Trump.
Okay, genius. You know, it's interesting because this just opened up a whole can of worms. This is strategically brilliant. She's going to get all the independents. What an insult to independents. You think independents agree with John Giles? Who? First off, none of this should be based on who the hell the lieutenant governor is. However, we'll see if the media wants to actually do its job. Again, I was very pleased yesterday playing Dennis Welch of Arizona Family in Phoenix, asking Chris Mays basically, why are you letting Katie Hobbs play like a chump? Can anybody just blow off an interview about a crime that's being investigated for it? I want to know, because we're told that John Giles is Republican, even though he's not. Since you and Katie Hobbs apparently are not of the same party, I want to know, John Giles, where do you differ? Right? Where do you differ with Katie Hobbs? What does Katie Hobbs what Katie Hobbs policies as a Democrat do you not agree with her as a Republican? That's what I want to know. That should be the question that's going out there all the time, and that should be that. Can you imagine the answers? Well, I don't agree with her with this. Oh. I want to know if this guy truly is a Republican. He's got to have some kind of disagreements with policies that Katie Hobbs wants. Is it just going to be abortion? Is that going to be the cop-out? Well, I believe in life and stuff like that. Well, you know what? That's kind of a big deal, isn't it? For Democrats. And you on the pro-life, I get it. But that's where the wedge can be in there. See, again, it's not confirmed yet that KK Katie Hobbs has chosen John Giles. But it's gotten out. Hey, here's the thing. Why did it get out? Why are KK Katie Hobbs staffers leaking things to the New York Times about this? And then it's almost 24 hours now. Why are they leaking this stuff out and then not acknowledging it? Right? All you have to do is say, no, he's not. No, he's not. Is John Giles on the fence? Is he going to say no just like Jimmy? Does nobody want to work with Katie Hobbs? Is that it? How dumb is Katie Hobbs that her staff puts it out and she has nothing to do with it? How dumb it. These are big questions that we need to know. But again, I think the most important one right now is, hey, John Giles, you're in a different party supposedly than Katie Hobbs, so you must disagree with her on certain policies. What are those policies? Wouldn't that be nice? That'd be juicy right there. I need to know this stuff. And by the way, how terrible is it for the Democratic brand? You're telling me Katie Hobbs couldn't find one Democrat that wanted to work with her? Don't tell me this is some strategic stuff. First off, the Democratic brand is in the toilet. Another question that someone needs to ask John Giles. I wish he'd come on this show, but it won't happen. Another question is, hey, what do you think about the socialist takeover in the Democratic Party? Do you have any thoughts that maybe this is not good to join with a Democrat, considering the Democrats are calling themselves an open tent and welcoming in socialists, communists, anti-Semites, Jew haters? I want to know that answer. Are you okay with getting on board with that? And is Katie Hobbs okay with that? I mean, you're joining her ticket. What if you say, no, I don't believe in any of that stuff, but Katie Hobbs is okay with it? Is that going to cause some friction? These are all great questions, aren't they? You can hit me up on the talkback on the free iHeartRadio app. Tap the red mic, give up to 30 seconds to tell me what you'd like to hear from John Giles, the gigantic run. He's not even a RINO, he's a Democrat. But they're calling him a Republican because that's what's really going to do it. See, Andy Biggs is an extremist, and we need someone that is normal again. That's what we need. Oh, this is going to be it. No Republicans really want to vote for it. Yes, they do. This, to me, shows how desperate Katie Hobbs is. Now, there are fewer Democrats than Republicans. There's more independents than either of them. And they think this is the way to get them. This is the way, huh? Forget policies. Forget any of that stuff. This is what it is, huh? Free iHeartRadio. I have doozies to play from John Giles for the entire show. So stick with me. I do have some more, though. Would you believe, because now you have a flat out, the guy's got ties to terrorism, this guy in Michigan. Democrats voted for him, not by much, but guess who the radical jihadis are also working with? Guess what group? It's coming up. Garrett Lewis with you. It is your afternoon addiction. All right, so you're paying rent, and every month you pay rent. All of a sudden, that money's gone, right? You buy a home, you build equity. Why build equity for somebody else? Well, I don't know. I'm a renter. I don't even know if I could actually get approved to buy a home. Stop questioning it and just find out. It takes only a few minutes. Call Lund Mortgage. Talk to Matt and Lisa at Lund Mortgage and find out if you can actually buy that home. Odds are you are actually probably closer to buying a home than you even realize. Nothing matters till you get pre-qualified, but ask them about it. And maybe you say, you know what, I'm paying $2,000 a month. I'm paying $2,500 a month in rent. Imagine the home you could buy with that same payment. And then you build that equity. See, Matt and Lisa at Lund Mortgage, they've been doing this more than 25 years. They're local. They know our community. They know neighborhoods. And they tell you it's straight talk, man. This is what it takes. You could do it. There's all kinds of programs to help first-time home buyers. You don't have to have perfect credit. You don't even have to have 20% down. They're approving people sometimes with nothing down. Call Lund Mortgage today. Get the home you want. And home prices have been dropping. Go to Lund, L-U-N-D, lundmortgage.com/Garrett.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
There's an accident off to the right at the 60 Superstition Freeway eastbound approaching Rural Road. Multiple vehicles off to the right. An accident off to the right of Loop 202 Red Mountain Freeway eastbound at Broadway Road. A bicyclist involved accident on Cape Creek Road at Cactus and a crash with injuries on Pinnacle Peak Road at 32nd Street. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Ace Cooling Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Before Arizona heat turns unbearable, get your AC ready with Ace Cooling Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Call Ace today at 602-536-4475 for a free estimate or visit them online at acehomeaz.com.
Sonny Hostin's son was stopped by police.
Tell them I'm a federal prosecutor.
On the douchebag scale, this was 7.
Tomorrow at 10. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton. Listen to 550 KFYI anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Look at all the complaints that our competitors have on their BBB ratings. GiveMeTheVin.com is a 5-star rated company. We do what we say we're going to do. It's that easy.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
My kids were saying, why didn't you do this at the old house when we lived with you?
Your neighbors have a lot to say about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like Beth.
In our old house, we just had the old concrete flooring in the garage and it's so dirty. And I decided when we built this new home that I was going to be doing our garage floors and our back patio right off the top. And of course, Galaxy was the quote I went with.
And Galaxy's not epoxy. It's 4 times stronger.
Some of the things that were the deciding factors was Galaxy's lifetime warranty. That's huge. I was surprised that not everyone offered that.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings is UV resistant with no yellowing and 4 times stronger than epoxy.
The Galaxy crew was amazing. They were so clean. They picked up after themselves. I can't say enough about them.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook.
And the movers even commented. And the movers say they see lots of these floors. So they really liked it and asked us who we used. And I told them we use Galaxy.
We are out of this world.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
In Arizona, they said need to paint like every 6 years. And I said, that's crazy.
Phoenix, make it the summer that you stop painting. Do what Brian did. He called RINO Shield.
It's a ranch-style house. 3 sides are a sheathing. It's the wood sheathing that got coated with RINO Shield.
And get this, RINO Shield's formulated for our specific climate right here in Phoenix.
RINO Shield, they talked about like an R13 insulation value. Another way to reduce the air conditioning bill. I think it's a really good investment and will be well worth it.
And right now, you can have the guaranteed protection of RINO Shield for 10% off the regular price.
I had to live in the house for about 20 years, and you guys warranty your product. I don't have to worry about it.
RINO Shield, backed by a 25-year transferable warranty. So stop throwing your money away on ordinary paint. Here's owner Jim Williams.
This offer is limited, so call me at 855-4U-RINO. That's 855-4, the letter U, RINO.
Go RINO!
Never paint your house again. RINO Shield.
Free shouldn't come with a catch. With iHeartRadio, it doesn't. No monthly fees, no trial periods. Radio, music, podcasts. Download the free iHeartRadio app now.
Orthopedic care. At Abrazo Health, we believe these 2 words are better together. When joint pain postpones a walk with friends or halts a weekend hike, recruit our orthopedic physicians, surgeons, and physical therapists to join your team. From our minimally invasive advanced technology designed to improve patient outcome to our comprehensive rehabilitation program, start your journey to a pain-free life. Find your partner in care at abrazohealth.com/orthopedics.
Scorpions don't hate you. Ain't got the brains for hate. What they got is a tail full of bad intentions. Been living in this desert since the dirt was new. Think they got squatters' rights to your laundry basket.
Nate here, owner of Blue Sky Pest Control. Scorpions may have squatters' rights to the desert, but not to your property. Call 602 Blue Sky today. Real pest science, real protection. Hello, Blue Sky. Goodbye, Scorpions.
From the Whitfield Nurseries Weather Center.
An extreme heat warning remains in effect through Sunday night. It will be partly cloudy tonight. Thunderstorms possible, low 88. Mostly sunny tomorrow, high 109. And mostly clear tomorrow night, low 90. I'm Brad Siegel, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by your Valley Toyota dealers. Summer plays on with Toyota's national sales event with best-selling cars, trucks, and SUVs like the popular Camry and all-new RAV4 or the rugged and dependable Tacoma and Tundra. Visit any one of the 10 Valley Toyota dealers or valleytoyotadealers.com today. Toyota, let's go places.
A lot of apps like to say they're free until they ask for your credit card. iHeartRadio is different. No required subscriptions, no trial periods, no surprise charges. We make money from our advertisers, not from you. It's the same radio you've never paid for. Live radio stations, playlists, podcasts, and artist stations all in one app. So if you haven't already, download the free iHeartRadio app. Free radio. Always has been, always will be. Now wherever you go.
iHeartRadio.
Saving America, one broadcast at a time. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton tomorrow at 10 on 550 KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
Garrett Lewis with you. It is your afternoon addiction. So glad you're here with me. 3 things that I think you need to know. Number 1, New York Times reporting KKKD Hobbs is going to pick John Giles to be your lieutenant governor. The guy's a Democrat. He claims he was a Republican at one point. She's like, and the media's going, oh, she's picking a Republican. She's so bipartisan. I mean, she's so bipartisan, she had like 550 vetoes of Republican bills. But hey, anyway. So the guy is a fraud. We'll get to more of this as the show continues. We'll see if she confirms it. Does she even know? Second thing that I think you need to know. Reports are now that this Michigan... Look, he's a communist. Abdul El Sayed, he won the Democrat primary for Senate. There's a story out that he took more than $115,000 from people that have ties to Hamas. Uh-oh. But we knew this, didn't we? Didn't we know this? Anyway, we'll do more about that. Third thing I think you need to know, the Florida Attorney General has announced he is issuing an investigative subpoena on Anthony Fauci. Investigative subpoena. Wanting to know if Anthony Fauci got rich. $1 million award over the face of COVID that he received. He got an award. He bragged about it. So did he get rich? He's going to look into everything when it hurt Floridians. 3 things I think you need to know. By the way, I was hoping for a more aggressive take by Warren Peterson to say after yesterday, if you missed any of it, Chris Mays admitted there's a chance that Katie Hobbs is under criminal investigation for a pay-to-play scandal. And she said, we want to interview Katie Hobbs about this investigation, about these possible charges. We want to interview her about this, but Katie Hobbs will not sit down. She will not confirm she will actually do this. It'd be nice if Warren Peterson did something, put on social media, for God's sakes, at the minimum, and say, listen, Hobbs, she's in trouble. Mays, obviously a corrupt attorney general, letting her fellow Democrats get away with it. You elect me as attorney general, I'm going to go after all the corruption. Where is that from Warren Peterson? What the hell else is he doing? He's got a phone. Can he not take the phone and say, I'm Warren Peterson. You elect me attorney general? I'm going after all corruption. Chris Mays is letting Katie Hobbs get away with whatever corruption she is running from. I wouldn't let that happen. I mean, why wouldn't you say that stuff? And I can't wait to hear, Garrett, you're so hard on weak Warren. You're just it's just terrible. I mean, it's bizarre. Anyway, I promised you something else too. Okay, this is a big deal. There's a big hearing today that none of the Democrats attended. Senate Judiciary Committee, they had experts in talking about how the Muslim Brotherhood, which are a bunch of terrorists, they've been around for almost 100 years. They worked with Hitler back in the day. They're here in America now, and they have ties to this El Sayed guy in Michigan and everything else. Guess who else they have ties with? An expert on this. Kyle Schidler was, Schidler, Shidler, just in case. He was answering questions from Ted Cruz about this group.
Does the Muslim Brotherhood also partner with political groups such as the Democratic Socialists of America?
Yes, sir, they do.
There you have it. Those Democratic Socialists of America. The one that's going to be here in Arizona soon. What's her name? Miranda Lopez or something like that. State rep. She knocked off a Democrat in the primary, and it's a very heavy Democrat district. And as you know, the Democrats are now officially socialists and communists. Democratic voters have to own up to that. Either you're a socialist or you're not. Either you're a communist or not. That's just how it is. There's so much more from this that happened today. It is off the charts. Off the charts. And the fact that this Abdul El Sayed has connections to terrorists. Listen to this.
Abdul El Sayed's candidacy for senator in Michigan concerns you?
Yes, sir, it does.
Why is that?
Well, to begin with, I look at the connections that his father-in-law, Chakaku Tayyib, has to Brotherhood-linked groups. Oh. This includes being the president at one time of CARE Michigan, also his presence on the Islamic Society of North America Founders Committee, which is only for those most exclusively devoted to ISNA and provides significant amounts of funding. There are other known Brotherhood members on that committee. I would also look at El Sayed's ties to a group called Engage, which purports to be a Muslim sort of get out the vote or candidate recruitment organization, but it has close ties to CARE. It was created by a former CARE member who at one time was on a terror watch list and was also a consultant to convicted terrorist Sami al-Arian.
There you go. And CARE has been designated as a terrorist organization by President Trump, by the United Arab Emirates, states in this country. We'll get into more of that in the 5 o'clock hour. It's a big deal. It's a huge deal. It all needs to come out. I have it all for you. We're going to have some fun with that stuff, too. Now, there is a lot of unfortunate violence in Tucson. I mean, a mass shooting that before anybody knew what happened, the crazy mayor there called for gun control. Then turns out the guy was a convicted felon, had no legal right to have a gun. She's like, how does that happen? So Tucson needs a big cleanup. And then she goes and attacks a business. Empire Pizza had customers gunned down in this mass shooting in Tucson. And they got upset and on social media said, I can't believe you're talking about gun control. She went after the business. Well, there's a guy that's running for mayor in Tucson. His name is Mark Griffith. He's a business owner, mechanic. Phenomenal. He's had enough. He wants to talk about this. What would he do? How do you clean up the mess that is going on in Tucson, the violence? Wait till you hear his ideas. They're coming up next here on the Afternoon Addiction. So, wars cost a lot of money. And it seems like one day the Iran war is winding down. The next day, we're going to blow them up. I mean, it costs money to get that stuff, right? There are going to be a lot of times we print money here, and that just devalues the dollar. And you probably have a lot of dollars. How do you protect the value? With real money, gold and silver. Talk to my friends at Republic Monetary Exchange. It's where I've bought my gold and silver for years. They've been here in the Valley for a very long time. I like talking to people face to face. I talk to Republic Monetary Exchange. They're experts. They explain everything. I've learned so much. Right? Protect yourself from financial wars with real money, gold and silver. Okay? Countries can be just swallowed up because of this. Don't wait. Talk to my friends at Republic Monetary Exchange. Get the plan. Protect the money you have. They're in Phoenix on Camelback. Go visit them. In Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street. Go to rmegold.com.
There will be a Senate vote tomorrow on whether to hold Dr. Anthony Fauci in contempt of Congress, the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee. The vote comes after the former White House health advisor invoked the Fifth Amendment more than 100 times in a hearing last week about the pandemic. President Trump is in Las Vegas today, pumping up the U.S. economy. Speaking to the crowd at the Red Rock Casino and Resort, Trump touted his no tax on tips policy and other measures, he says, have helped Americans. A popular salad chain across the Southwest is closing its doors. Salad & Go releasing a statement saying it was permanently closing all of its locations, including those here in Arizona, after filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Lines were long at many Valley locations today as frustrated customers wanted to get that last salad. Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs is reportedly reaching across the aisle for her running mate. The New York Times reports the Democratic governor will choose Republican and former Mesa Mayor John Giles as her running mate in November's election. This edition of The Download is brought to you by Fix It Frankie. My Frankie can fix anything. FixItFrankie.com. Now, a check on traffic.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
There's an accident off to the right at the 60 Superstition Freeway eastbound approaching Rural Road. Multiple vehicles off to the right. An accident off to the right of Loop 202 Red Mountain Freeway eastbound at Broadway Road. A bicyclist involved accident on Cape Creek Road at Cactus and a crash with injuries on Pinnacle Peak Road at 32nd Street. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Gas prices, these grocery prices, the cost of living,
inflation, escape,
get away.
Oh, wait. Your inflation vacation is booked with $1,000. Chances to win every weekday.
Sponsored by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys.
Hey, Arizona, it's your local accident attorney, Kevin Rowe from Lerner & Rowe, where there are no fees until we win your case. Speaking of win, we want to help you bank $1,000, powered by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys. Interact, need a check? Call Lerner & Rowe today, 977-1900.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival,
presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena.
Stream it live on Disney Plus and Hulu. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way to be there.
Starting Monday.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival is connecting all of us. Shows, meals, drinks, even a roller coaster ride. All-inclusive two-night stay at Luxor or Excalibur, starting at $330 for two. Visit MGMResorts.com.
Why does Progressive help support truckers? Because truckers unite the world. Truckers unite whistles and lifeguards. Truckers unite fitness devices with people who don't exercise. Truckers unite your aunt with those live, laugh, love signs. But truckers can't do any of this if they're not on the road. That's why Progressive helps safe truckers save an average of $6,181 when they elect to share their ELD data with us. Get a quote at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. 2025 National Average Safe Driver Enrollment Discount Savings for new Progressive customers exclude mandatory program participants. Not available in all states. Driving data could increase or decrease premiums at renewal.
In a recent survey of 123,000 wireless customers, Pure Talk was the only wireless company to receive 5 stars in every category: coverage, support, value, and data. What else do you need to know? Switch to Pure Talk today and get any plan, including their top shelf unlimited data plan, for just $15 a month for your first 3 months. No contract, no commitment. Dial pound 250, say micro, and let Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team help you make the switch.
Hey, that was our exit. We're going to miss the first pitch.
Just got to make a stop at Fry's. I promised I'd bring nachos.
Nice. You have the Upside app too, right?
Upside? What's that?
Upside is a free app that gets you cash back when you buy groceries. And they just added Fry's stores in the Phoenix Prescott area.
Wait, I can get money back just for buying groceries?
Yep. And right now, new users can get an extra $10 bonus on their first Fry's trip with the app. That's up to $25 cash back on one grocery run.
Even this Fry's store right here?
Yes. Now pull over. Let's get some cash back on those nachos.
Upside is now available for Fry's stores in the Phoenix Prescott area. Download the free Upside app and use promo code HOT3 to get a $10 bonus on your first purchase at Fry's. That's promo code HOT3 to get a $10 bonus. Remember, use promo code HOT3.
Offers vary by user and location. $10 bonus offer for new users only. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Before Arizona heat turns unbearable, get your AC ready with Ace Cooling Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Whether you need an AC tune-up, fast repair, or a new energy-efficient system, Ace helps keep your home cool, comfortable, and efficient all summer long. Beat the rush. Call Ace today at 602-536-4475 for free estimates and expert service. That's 602-536-4475. Or visit us online at acehomeaz.com. Acing Arizona's comfort needs since 94.
550 KFYI.
Nothing artificial here. Guaranteed human.
Ah, yes. Garrett Lewis with you. Such a good song. It is your afternoon addiction. Thank you for hanging out with me. Don't forget to follow me on X and Instagram at Garrett Lewis, because it's fun like this show. And on Facebook, Garrett Lewis Radio. It's that simple. So Tucson had a mass shooting a couple weeks ago. A convicted felon somehow, once again, broke the law, got a firearm, shot 9 people. Amazingly, nobody died. But he shot people all over downtown Tucson because he was in an argument with somebody. That makes sense. Turns out that some of the people that he shot were just enjoying pizza at Empire Pizza in downtown Tucson. Empire Pizza's owner had enough, went after the mayor on social media because the mayor went, we need more gun control. And the guy said, we have problems with homeless people going to the bathroom. There's not enough police, all this other stuff. And Regina went after the business owner, okay? I want you to hear this really quick. And then we're going to bring Mark Griffith on. He's running for mayor. Regina was asked about the Empire Pizza owner simply stating what he sees. And this is what she said.
Is about talking about, one, the work that we are doing as a city, and that, by the way, the city of Tucson never had any of the programs that we created with me as mayor.
They're working.
7-8 years ago, we did not have all of the work that we're doing and the investment that we're doing. My heart goes out to the owner of Empire Pizza. I think he is absolutely wrong and uninformed.
Wow, he's wrong and stupid. Mark Griffith is a business owner. He's running for mayor, owns Griffith Automotive. And, he's a business owner. What's your reaction, Mark, when you hear the mayor, after a mass shooting, go after a business owner just like you for claiming the business owner is wrong, about being upset that his own customers were shot?
Garrett, good afternoon. To all of you here in Tucson, good afternoon to you, too. It's pretty sad when we're going after our own business owners, where we're trying to make, he owns a business, and he's providing a service to his patrons. Why are we attacking our own business owners? What is it that he did wrong that the crime or violence had to come into his area? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of protecting our business owners, we're attacking our business owners, and that's completely and totally wrong.
So how would you, as a business owner, how would you differ versus Regina, who, by the way, I've said this for years, she's never actually had a real job. How would you differ as a business owner?
Well, the thing is we've got to help our police. We don't have the amount of police that we need in the certain areas. I was just going over some facts with some gentlemen today. In a 24-hour shift, there's only 24 hours on duty, and there's 5 shifts in a day. That only leaves an average of 5 officers on any given day to a shift. You're looking at a total of 450 officers. We need to get our police funded. We need to provide protection for our businesses downtown. If they're not protected, how are we going to continue? How are we bashing our business owners when we're not providing the security that they need?
What kind of relationship? And this is Mark Griffith Automotive Repair. He is running for mayor. He's on the Afternoon Addiction. What would you do? You're a business owner. You become mayor. How would you help these business owners?
The first thing we need to do is go down and talk to the business owners and see what they need. Without speaking with them, how do we know what they need? We need to go down and actually speak with them without attacking them. Why didn't she go down and actually visit with the business owners and see what we can do, or see what City Hall can do to protect them? Instead of just bashing them, we need to speak to our individuals that are in this town and see what they need. As an individual, I would go down and talk to them and say, hey, so what's going on? What was the situation? How can we make it a better place for you? Safety is a big concern here in town. We've got other issues with our roads and everything else, but crime's a huge one. We need instead of attacking our legal gun owners, we need to stop the violence, and we need to go right after the crime.
It's funny, Mark, I want you to hear this too. This is more Tucson Mayor Regina Romero. She claims police are not the answer to solve this. Listen.
There have been beliefs that our police officers are the cure-all
for community safety. And that is absolutely not true.
Wow.
We need help from you all to not just go to your mayor and council, but your state legislature, to your Congress people, to advocate for those $1 billion investments.
So police is not the cure-all. She just wants more money. That's what she thinks is going to stop crime.
Well, I mean, she's going after our legal gun owners. So how are our business owners going to protect themselves if they're going after our legal rights to own our firearms? So we can protect ourselves to a point, but at the same time, all of our businesses, we pay to have our taxes for protection. So we need the police, and we need to make sure that, we got to go at this the right way and not just start creating our own vigilante crew.
No.
That's what the police are there for.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine? And by the way, her police chief, she had her police chief investigate if ICE is on city property when ICE is down in Tucson arresting illegals. That's apparently a big-time matter of importance for Regina Romero. Can you believe that? That's what she sends her police chief to do, to investigate.
We have so many issues in this town to start getting into the federal issues. We need to worry about our parks. We need to take care of our homeless. We need to take care of our local businesses. We need to fix our roads. There's enough stuff that Tucson needs that is going to keep the new mayor.
Yeah, you're going to be busy
for years.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this, Mark, really quick. When you're going around talking to people, you're running for mayor now, people all know it, and they know you. You've been in the community for a very long time. What are they saying to you when you go out and talk to people?
Well, the biggest scare is safety. I mean, that's what I'm hearing. Safety is a huge concern in this town. I mean, along with the road conditions, we're hearing a lot of issues with what's going on with the roads. I mean, it's a daily talk. People are riding these roads daily. They're damaging their cars. The other thing, too, is the biggest thing that I'm hearing and I've been hearing lately is with these car accidents going on, there was a gentleman that came in the other day that got rear-ended. His car's totaled, but the gentleman that rear-ended him had no driver's license, had no insurance, and he called for assistance, and there was no officers to send out at that time. So when he called the insurance company, he's flipping the bill on it.
Wow.
So, I mean, we need our TPD. We need to be able to fund them properly so they can do their job. And, I mean, having an average of 5 to 10 officers on a selected shift, that's not enough officers to protect our city. I mean, you're looking at, we've got 5 divisions, 5 shifts a day, and you're looking at in a 24-hour shift, an average of 20 officers for a population of over 500,000 people in this town.
Yeah, it's not going to work. It's not working.
It's not going to work. The numbers don't. There's no way we can do the math to make this work.
Well, it'd be great if there's a business owner that actually listens to business owners.
I'm business focused. I mean, these, like I said before in our last conversations, the small businesses are the heart of this town. This is what keeps you go down to Empire Pizza on your break. I mean, there's plenty of businesses downtown that are in walking distance to Empire Pizza. You don't want to get shot when you go grab a piece of pizza. And if the business owner needs help, then that would be my job as mayor, to see what I can do to help them instead of bashing them.
Yeah. Well, they need that change. They need that change.
And especially like the problems that he's having with the homeless, that, I mean, obviously, if you're walking down the street and you're about to walk into a restaurant to eat and it smells like urine before you even walk into the place, and that's not the restaurant owner's fault. That's the homelessness that's been camping out in front of his business after hours are closed.
It's
it's
the mayor's
his
policies.
job to come in earlier to mop up the stuff that the homeless have done.
Why pay taxes? I mean, it's just the policies. Well, listen, your website, changetucson.com, changetucson.com, and you want business owners to come talk to you and everybody to come talk to you. What's going on with your next event?
So I got a huge event coming on. We have a campaign event this August 29th at 6 p.m. at Second Sky Community Center. It's at 4141 East Irvington Road. Again, that's August 29th at 6 p.m. I want everybody to come down, not just business owners. I want to talk to the residents that live in this town, the citizens, the actual citizens that live here in Tucson. How can I help make Tucson a better place for all of us? I live here. My wife and my children live here. I have some ideas, but I want to know in your side of town, what can we do to make your side of town a better and safer place?
Perfect. ChangeTucson.com for all that. Mark, appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. That's fantastic. It's just a mayor that in Tucson that bashes business owners that are victims of mass shooting. It's bizarre. I have an update for you also. Speaking of that, let's change. Peoria Unified School District. The Peoria Police have made a very, very startling announcement that's going to make the people that are trying to cover this up, it's going to make them very nervous. I have it for you. It's coming up. It's your Afternoon Addiction.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
There's an accident with 2 middle lanes blocked on Loop 202 Red Mountain Freeway eastbound at Scottsdale Road. Stop and go traffic from the 143 Sky Harbor Airport. A crash off to the left of the US 60 Superstition Freeway eastbound at Signal Butte Road, and a crash on 51st Avenue and Latham. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Demopolis Law. Demopolis Law is the firm you can trust. Millions recovered weekly. Clients choose Demopolis Law because they want the best. Visit LegalElite.com. Again, LegalElite.com. Demopolis Law. We win.
Former President Joe Biden has written a book. You really think he wrote that book? Not a chance.
Read The Room with Glenn Beck.
I don't think he actually wrote the book.
Tonight at 7 on 550 KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
Hey, it's Glenn Beck. Phoenix, Advanced Window Products are celebrating their 40th anniversary this year. 40 years of building high-quality windows and installing them directly for you, the homeowner. 40 years is a long time, and I think it shows how a family-run business can outflank the big guys by offering great service and great windows. If your windows are leaking air, discolored, or fogging between the panes, this is the time to replace them. Advanced Window Products. They build the windows, they install the windows, and they guarantee them for life. There's no middleman or no markups. And most homes are finished in just one day. And getting them installed now means you're going to be ready for that Arizona heat when it kicks in. Check out Advanced Window Products, their New Year, New Windows offer, and get up to $2,500 off when you purchase 10 windows or more. Financing is available. The warranty is transferable. Call them now, 480-790-8030. That's 480-790-8030. Or visit advancedwindows.com.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK, LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
You know, for most of us, when it comes to health, wellness, fitness, nutrition, longevity, if you have fatigue, bloating, brain fog, well, it's not just about getting older. You know what? They can be messages that your body is sending you. That's where Viome comes in. It is a simple, at-home gut health test that uses advanced RNA technology to understand how your body is really functioning. Go to Viome.com/Hannity. That's VIOME.com/Hannity. And if you use the promo code Hannity50, you get $50 off.
Some apps say they're free, then come the fees. Not the iHeart app. It's 100% free. No required subscriptions to access the best live radio stations, free playlists, podcasts, and more. Download the free iHeart app today.
iHeartRadio. Geico Roofing is one of the Valley's largest and most trusted roofing companies, offering free roof checkups. Go to GeicoRoofing.com.
Fix it, Frankie. This is Ethel. Yes, my Frankie can fix your air conditioner. Frankie can fix anything. What? Well, how did the cat get inside the condenser coil? It was chasing the raccoon. So is the raccoon still inside with the cat? They're having babies. Oh, dear. But to answer your question, Frankie can be there at 4 o'clock. And to find the air conditioner, just follow the sound of the howling. Okay, bye now.
Fix It Frankie.
My Frankie can fix anything.
FixItFrankie.com.
When your joints hurt every day and you've been told you need surgery, it can feel like there's only one option, but do your homework. Remember, once a joint is replaced, there's no going back. Hi, it's James T. Harris. Before you schedule surgery, consider getting a second opinion from QC Kinetics. Whether you're dealing with pain from bone-on-bone arthritis, a torn meniscus, or years of wear and tear, Surgery isn't the only conversation you should have. Talk to QC Kinetics about how they use regenerative treatments to help deliver relief to patients right here in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Peoria, and Chandler. They concentrate your body's own healing factors right where the pain is coming from. The whole idea is to give you a real chance to hold off on surgery, or in some cases, avoid it altogether. That's why it makes sense to explore every option before making a decision that could change your life. Don't just accept surgery as your only choice. Call QC Kinetics today for a second opinion. The consultation is absolutely free with clinics in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Peoria, and Chandler. 602-837-PAIN. That's 602-837-PAIN.
Back to school isn't just for the kids. It's a fresh start for your home, too. If a summer full of muddy shoes, pool towels, and snack spills left your carpets looking tired, let the trusted professionals at Zero Res help you hit reset with their Back to School BOGO. Now through Saturday, get 2 rooms cleaned for $129 and get 2 rooms free. Skip the rental machines and get back to clean without dirt-attracting soaps and harsh chemicals. Give your home the fresh start it deserves this school season. Call or book the KFYI special online at ZeroResPhoenix.com.
Hello, Arizona. This is your Congressman Paul Gosar. My top priority is serving you. Whether you need help with a VA claim, Social Security, Medicare, the IRS, or any other federal issue, my team and I are here to cut through the red tape and get you the answers. From passport delays to getting answers from the IRS, we're here to help. We can even connect you to a great tours of the Capitol if you're visiting Washington, D.C. this fall and winter. Please call my office or visit my website at gosar.house.gov to learn more. I'm honored to represent you in Washington, D.C., paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
CEOs You Should Know gives you an opportunity to learn from some of the top business executives across Arizona and the country. Hi, it's Rich Barra. Come and join me by searching CEOs You Should Know Phoenix on your free iHeartRadio app.
Want up to $25,000 in free silver? When you make a qualifying purchase through Golden Crest Metals, you can receive up to $25,000 in real silver added to your account. Call 888-447-7857 now for your free information kit. That's 888-447-7857. Again, call 888-447-7857. Not a financial advisor. Precious metals involve risk. Free silver offer is a 10% bonus in silver on qualifying purchases of premium mintage coins. $10,000 minimum purchase required. Bonus silver capped at $25,000 and credited to customer account. See goldencrestmetals.com for full terms.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit smiletunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by iHeartAdvertising.com.
The current slump rolls on for the Dodgers, who dropped their 6th in a row this afternoon as the Cubs swept them away at Wrigley. Wideout Stephon Diggs signing a 1-year deal with the Commanders, where he'll team up with Terry McLaurin to give Washington a 1-2 punch at the position. It appears as though the LIV Golf circuit will continue past this season. CEO Scott O'Neill says they have secured funding from an outside investor. I'm Frank Aaron.
Run a business and not thinking about radio? Think again, because people are listening to radio more today than they did 20 years ago. And only iHeartRadio connects with more Americans than TV, digital, even social. Learn how radio can help your business. Call 844-844-iHeart.
This summer, be part of something bigger and help change the world. Realize the Dream is calling on you to take action and help us reach 100 million hours of service by Dr. King's 100th birthday in 2029. Whether you have an hour, a day, or a weekend, every act of service matters. Volunteer at a local shelter, mentor a young person, clean up your community. Whatever you do, make it count. Visit realizethedream.org and make this a summer of service that transforms lives, including your own.
Make us your #1 preset on the iHeartRadio app.
When I get out of my car, boom, I just put on the app.
News Talk 550, KFYI.
Gary Lewis with you. It is your afternoon addiction. Thank you for making it that way. More on, wait till you find out this stuff. Katie Hobbs, she again, is supposedly, reportedly picking a RINO. The guy's a Democrat, former Mesa mayor, to be her lieutenant governor. And wait till you hear what this guy was actually pushing for. He wanted to mess up your life. We'll get to all that coming up after the 5 o'clock news. First, Peoria Unified School District. This is where they have Centennial High School, and you have 2 teachers that are being accused of one basically getting it on with a student, doing his homework, having sex, getting high with them, partying with the kids. The other teacher allegedly sending dirty videos to the students. All the football players are getting them, all this stuff. And it was told to the principal, and it was told to assistant principals, and nobody followed the law. They all broke the law by not being mandatory reporters on this. And yet we've heard from the new school board president, Jeff Tobey, and others, as the superintendent resigned and the principal had to quit. They're all still being looked at. We're being told, no, nobody violated the law. Nobody did that. Well, now we have something else happening, okay? This is interesting. Arizona Republic story. Police are investigating whether Peoria Unified School District staff failed to report suspected child abuse to law enforcement or state authorities as required by Arizona law. It's part of the ongoing investigation into 2 teachers, again, accused of sexually exploiting the same student. The confirmation could undercut the district's primary defense of its handling of the allegations after they became public, because the district officials have said over and over, no, we didn't do anything. No. There's no evidence that we didn't report this. No evidence we broke the law. Well, police officials said at the end of July that developments in the case have led them to expand the scope of their criminal investigation. Remember, they had the search warrants? Officer William Kennedy, a spokesperson for the Peoria Police Department, said, quote, "We are conducting a complex and thorough investigation of multiple aspects stemming from this incident, including mandatory reporting." Oh, man. People, I predict people will get charged. People will go to prison. And, well, I mean, depending on the judge, if there's any deal, anything like that. But, yeah, the Peoria Police Department is investigating the mandatory reporting aspect of the Centennial High School investigation. Commander Craig Stefik wrote to a parent toward the end of July. The parent is Mia Ellis. They are investigating the mandatory reporting aspect of the Centennial High School investigation. Before this, district officials denied we had no reporting failures. Doesn't mean they found something, but now they're looking into it. Oof. This is a turn, because a couple months ago, Peoria police was like, no, we don't see anything. And now all of a sudden, yep, we're looking into it. That's how it is. We're investigating every aspect coming out of the case, including mandatory reporting aspect. So we'll keep our eye on that, too. That's a big deal. Now, KKKD Hobbs, it's not confirmed yet. New York Times started the reporting that she is going to pick a Republican, even though he's not. He's a Democrat. Former RINO Mayor of Mesa, John Giles. He's a Republican. Is he really? Do you know what he tried to do to you? Do you know what he was pushing that would have changed your life? Wait till you hear it and more. It's coming up on your Afternoon Addiction.
Hi, it's Jim Clark, Republic Monetary Exchange, Arizona's premier dealer in precious metals. I've said for years that we have the best prices around when buying gold and silver coins and bullion. While we believe everyone should own precious metals, sometimes you may need to sell. If so, keep us in mind. We also pay the most for your gold and silver, even if you didn't buy it from us. So whether buying or selling, we offer immediate delivery and payment. No waiting. We're Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street, 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. Being in an auto accident is traumatic. You need to call the best law firm that has the experience to get you the best results. Call 977-1900. That's 977-1900.
is the way to go. Call 977-1900. 977-1900.
From the Republic Monetary Exchange Studio, this is KFYI Phoenix, KYOT HD2 Phoenix, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Does the governor have a running mate? From the 550 KFYI newsroom, I'm Brad Siegel. Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs is reportedly reaching across the aisle for her running mate. 550 KFYI's Wendy Swanson reports.
The New York Times reports the Democratic governor will choose Republican and former Mesa Mayor John Giles as her running mate in November's election. Giles was thrust into national news during the previous presidential race when he urged Arizona GOP members to vote against President Trump. The Times report comes after Hobbs announced the Arizona Over Party Coalition, which includes dozens of current and former GOP and independent leaders. Wendy Swanson, 550 KFYI News.
For the second time this summer, APS customers have set a new peak energy demand record. The utility says that record was set this past Sunday. Between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m., customers used more than 9,100 megawatts of energy. That broke the record of just over 9,000 megawatts set on July 24th. APS officials say the increased demand is being driven by extreme temperatures across Arizona this summer. Firefighters are making progress as they battle the wildfires burning in the Spokane, Washington area. Officials say they reached between 5 and 13% containment on those three fires, aided by cooler weather. Tomorrow, a man suspected of starting the Old Trails fire will be arraigned in court. Taking a look at your money at the closing bell, the Dow up 263 points, now 550 KFYI traffic.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
There's an accident off to the left of the 60 Superstition Freeway eastbound at Signal Butte Road. An injury accident on 31st Avenue and Campbell. A crash, pedestrian involved, Buckeye Road and 17th Avenue. And an injury accident at 51st Avenue at Thomas Road. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
An extreme heat warning remains in effect through Sunday night. It will be partly cloudy tonight. Thunderstorms possible, low 88. Mostly sunny tomorrow, high 109. And mostly clear tomorrow night, low 90. I'm Brad Siegel, 550 KFYI.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword GREEN at KFYI.com. That's GREEN at KFYI.com.
This is fantastic. I'm loving it. Garrett Lewis with you. It's your afternoon addiction. And again, we'll see if it's going to be 100% true, but according to reports started officially by the New York Times, it was leaked to them. Katie Hobbs wants John Giles, former Mesa mayor, claims to be a Republican. She wants him to be her lieutenant governor, which is so good because you know there's no chance that Katie Hobbs, because she's Katie Hobbs, would have picked anybody but a white person, right? That's number one. And where's all the Democrats screaming at Katie Hobbs about diversity? Why? You telling me there couldn't have been a Hispanic Chinese midget that had one leg and one hand with three fingers that identifies as a Jewish Christian Muslim? None of that was available. Instead, she had to go with Democrat that they claim is a Republican, John Giles. Really? John Giles, who was invited to the Democratic National Committee. John Giles, who the media is trying to, they're not even challenging this. They are strictly reporting she has chosen a Republican. John Giles supported Katie Hobbs in the last gubernatorial election. He supported Mark Kelly. He supported Ruben Gallego. What more do you want? He supported Kamala Harris. He supported all these people. He is not a Republican, but the media has been given its marching orders We tell you he's a Republican, put it down. Donald Trump tells you the border's secure, you question it. Katie Hobbs says he's a Republican, you believe it. It's just ridiculous. Now, he is such a Republican. I happen to see this. He is such a, he's not a Republican. He's a Democrat. Not only that, he's a radical. He's a radical far left guy. How do I know this? Because I bring receipts, baby. Arizona State Representative John Giles had an interesting post. Very interesting post on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And I want you to explain this, John. You were there as a state representative at a hearing where John Giles, he actually wanted to ban gas stoves. Is that true? Whoops. Sorry, is that true, John?
You cut out there. I didn't hear what you were saying.
Sorry. So you're telling me when you were a state rep, John Giles sent someone to lobby to ban gas stoves? Is that true?
That is true. We had this bill in government a couple of times, and it's been a couple different lobby firms. But there was a push for a while for some of this Biden bucks and the green energy cash for the suspension of use of certain refrigerators, gas stoves. I'm sure people will remember that, where they wanted to ban the use of gas stoves in all new commercial and residential homes. They wanted electric only, full electric, so that you buy into the green stuff. And he, along with the Phoenix mayor at the time, and of course Mesa and Tempe, they were all on board because they get a lot of money from the federal government for this green new initiative. And I questioned the lobby during the committee. I said, so does this mean a consumer that's doing a remodel couldn't buy a gas stove? And they said, no, it wouldn't apply to remodels. I said, so if a consumer is buying a home and they want to order a gas stove, yeah, that would be forbidden. I'm like, where do we get off with a city banning an appliance that I may want?
Well, and on top of that, hang on, John. So he also, you're telling me that, because you posted that John Giles sent the lobbyist. Talk about that, to go ask for that.
Yeah, the folks behind the bill, which he was one of them, they hired a lobbying firm to come in and argue this bill. And it was a couple different lobbyists over the year. The last one, Barry Aarons, good conservative guy, but he's a good capitalist. He took the job, and it's still on video at azleg.gov. You can go look at the video in the government committee, and I think every member had something to say about it. Of course, the Democrats, they just love this thing, but this was just a ploy for those green energy bucks. And we had a lot of the mayor, to include Giles, was a supporter of this initiative. And what killed me in the second iteration of this bill, he wasn't even mayor, but his name was still being thrown around as well. This is a supporter, somebody that's a longtime conservative.
Yep.
I'm like, conservatives don't take your appliances out of your home.
Nope.
This guy is not a conservative.
He is, and that to me, that is a gigantic fact that people need to know. And I'm so glad that you shared that. I'm so glad that you said that John Giles was teamed up with I'm assuming it's the Phoenix mayor, Kate Gallego. And you said the Tempe mayor, and they hired a lobbying firm to go in there and try to lobby you guys to say, we can get a lot of green energy money if we ban gas stoves. And he was all for it.
Yeah,
and he's still calling himself a Republican.
That was the push.
Wow.
That was the push.
Wow. So what's your reaction when you see Katie Hobbs pick this clown to be her running mate? How the media just does her bidding by writing he's a Republican. What's your reaction to this?
Again, the mainstream media has lost all credibility. This guy's been a registered Democrat, a registered Republican, party not designated. I don't know what he's registered now, but he is definitely not a Republican. Maybe a name only, maybe a party infiltrator. But, I mean, you look at the DEI initiatives he supported, the men's and women's bathrooms in Mesa. I've got a lot of friends in the Mesa area, and I had a lot of constituents that would question, well, hey, is that coming here? Well, no, we're not buying any of these bills. These cities want to do what they want, but we're not codifying this into state law. This This is not free market capitalism.
No.
It's not protecting women's rights. It's not protecting kids. Everything that the Republican Party stood for, he seemingly opposed. He wanted to raise taxes. He wanted all these additional fees. And that's just not something we do as Republicans.
Yeah, and you put this down. You're right. And this is. He supported men in women's bathrooms. He supported the mask mandate. He supported the Mesa Climate Action Plan to be carbon neutral by 2050. Like this is not a Republican.
No, that was all part of the Prop 400 and the light rail and all their green nonsense. Just no way. Now, Hobbs has got to be desperate. She's picking somebody that the media can portray as a Republican, but everybody in the party knows he doesn't stand with us. He might as well just be a registered Dem.
Yep.
And some of his policies, he might as well be a new DSA member because he fits in better with them than he does with us.
There you go. That's why I started this show. I want the media. They won't do it. I want the media to say, okay, so you're a Republican, huh? So you must disagree because I played the soundbite last year. I'll do it again. He said he supports Kamala Harris for president. This is a couple years ago, but he does disagree with her on certain things. But he still supports her because she'll be better than Trump. So I want to know what, since you're a Republican, John, what policies do you disagree with that Katie Hobbs supports? Wouldn't that be a great answer for him to give? Wouldn't that be fantastic?
It would be a perfect question that will never be asked by the mainstream media.
You're right. Well, John, Arizona State Representative John Gillette, thank you for bringing this to our attention. It is so vital and so important. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
You too. Keep up the good work, sir.
I will try. I always do. Thank you. That's a big deal. I have the greatest hits of this guy coming up. You can hit me up with what you think also on the free iHeart Radio app. Tap the red mic. You have up to 30 seconds to tell me in your talkback. This guy claiming to be a Republican, again, wanting men in women's bathrooms, mask mandates, wants to make sure that new homes don't get gas stoves, ban the gas stoves. We're just getting started. You think Katie's going to go with this? I have more for you coming up. It is your afternoon addiction.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
There's an accident on South Ellsworth Loop Road at Queen Creek Road. Also a crash, pedestrian involved, Buckeye Road and 17th Avenue. An injury accident on West Campbell Avenue, east of 31st Avenue. And a crash with injuries on 51st Avenue at Thomas Road. If you have a traffic tip, call the tip line at 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by the Rogue Recap with Linda McLaughlin.
Hey, if you're looking for news you can't get anywhere else, then you're a lot like me. I started the Rogue Recap because I wanted to talk about things I just wasn't hearing. So join me on my podcast, Rogue Recap with Linda McLaughlin, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Can't wait to see you there.
Socialism means poverty.
The big tent that is the Democratic Party.
Destruction. The Communist Party.
If it matters to you,
these crazy little mini mamdanis,
we're talking about it.
Now it's here.
James T. Harris, tomorrow morning at 6. Listen to 550 KFYI on the free iHeartRadio app.
Your joints hurt every day and you've been told you need surgery. It can feel like there's only one option, but do your homework. Remember, once a joint is replaced, there's no going back. Hi, it's James T. Harris. Before you schedule surgery, consider getting a second opinion from QC Kinetics. Whether you're dealing with pain from bone-on-bone arthritis, a torn meniscus, or years of wear and tear, surgery isn't the only conversation you should have. Talk to QC Kinetics about how they use regenerative treatments to help deliver relief to patients right here in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Peoria, and Chandler. They concentrate your body's own healing factors right where the pain is coming from. The whole idea is to give you a real chance to hold off on surgery, or in some cases, avoid it altogether. That's why it makes sense to explore every option before making a decision that could change your life. Don't just accept surgery as your only choice. Call QC Kinetics today for a second opinion. The consultation is absolutely free with clinics in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Peoria, and Chandler. 602-837-PAIN. That's 602-837-PAIN.
Hi, I'm Rich Barrett from John J. and Rich, host of CEOs You Should Know Phoenix. On the latest episode of CEOs You Should Know, we sit down with Owen Lowry, CEO of Uplift Hospice. He's talking about redefining hospice care and breaking the misconceptions surrounding it. What sets their patient care apart? Plus, we discuss the future of in-home hospice care and the importance of supporting families through life's most difficult moments. For the full episode and to hear all of our compelling conversations, just search CEOs You Should Know Phoenix on your free iHeartRadio app.
Back to school isn't just for the kids. It's a fresh start for your home, too. If a summer full of
muddy shoes, pool towels, and snack spills left your carpets looking tired? Let the trusted professionals at Zero Res help you hit reset with their back-to-school BOGO. Now through Saturday, get 2 rooms cleaned for $129 and get 2 rooms free. Skip the rental machines and get back to clean without dirt-attracting soaps and harsh chemicals. Give your home the fresh start it deserves this school season. Call or book the KFYI special online at ZeroResPhoenix.com.
Let me tell you something. When you sign your insurance policy for some brokers, that's the finish line. Handshake, commission, done. Then you may not hear from them again until it's time for renewal. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and the risk. That's why I'm introducing SuperSure. If your company has more than 25 employees, whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy online. SuperSure is the super agency built for you, licensed in every state for your business, insurance, and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At supersure.com, you can access tools like Fine Print Facts, which translates your current policy into plain English so you see what's covered and what's not, plus a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth so you know what actually needs protecting. Go to supersure.com, one super agency, one powerful platform. All your policies in one place. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
Got pest? Call Blue Sky Pest Control. Hello, Blue Sky. Goodbye, pest.
And now, Babbel proudly presents The Cat Chat.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Yes, hi. I'm staying in room 22, and I was wondering if there was anyone I could chat with about my sheets. They seem to be making me just really itchy.
Pardon, vous avez dit chat?
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I just want to chat with maybe like the cleaning service, see which detergent they use. Just a chat.
Chat.
Please, I'm so itchy.
Un instant, s'il vous plaît. Mathis, j'ai un client qui demande un chat.
Oh. My goodness, I thank you. It's just a chat, really just a...
Voila.
What?
Sir, you requested a cat to scratch you.
Traveling mistakes can really be absurd. Learn to speak like the locals with Babbel, and no one will mistake your chat for a cat.
Sir, please. Your cat.
Get up to 50% off on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com to get up to 50% off. Babbel.com.
It's not the most favorite thing I've ever done is paint a home.
Phoenix, you don't want to spend your summer painting, so do what your neighbor Don did. He called RINO Shield.
It's a single story that was built back in 1998. I've had the home painted about every 4 years.
RINO Shield's better than paint and formulated for our specific climate here in Phoenix and comes with a 25-year transferable warranty.
Initially, the warranty was probably the most important item I looked at. There's a tremendous value.
So stop painting your home year after year and get the guaranteed protection of RINO Shield right now for 10% off the regular price.
I cannot say this about the previous 4 companies that I had paint the home, how beautiful the home looks. It has never looked so good, and shame on me for not going to RINO Shield sooner.
Here's owner Jim Williams.
This offer is limited, so call me at 855-4U-RINO. That's 855-4, the letter U, RINO.
Go RINO!
Never paint your house again. RINO Shield.
From the Whitfield Nurseries Weather Center.
An extreme heat warning remains in effect through Sunday night. It will be partly cloudy tonight. Thunderstorms possible, low 88. Mostly sunny tomorrow, high 109. And mostly clear tomorrow night, low 90. I'm Brad Siegel, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
A lot of apps like to say they're free until they ask for your credit card. iHeartRadio is different. No required subscriptions, no trial periods, no surprise charges. We make money from our advertisers, not from you. It's the same radio you've never paid for. Live radio stations, playlists, podcasts, and artist stations, all in one app. So if you haven't already, download the free iHeartRadio app. Free radio. Always has been, always will be. Now wherever you go.
iHeartRadio.
Fighting for the conservative principles that make America great. Sean Hannity, tomorrow at 1 on your smart speaker. Say, play 550 KFYI.
Garrett Lewis with you. It's It's your afternoon addiction. So glad you're with me. Remember, you could listen on KFYI in Phoenix and KNST in Tucson and on the free iHeartRadio app. Yep, you could listen right there as well. Or on demand on the app. Just search Garrett Lewis. Every hour is up there. And you can watch on the 550 KFYI YouTube channel. And I'm really enjoying the chat that's going there because people are actually being very nice to me and they're saying all kinds of nice things about me. So obviously my family is not watching because they disagree. All right, so let's get back to this. And look, I like to be entertaining, obviously. And I come with receipts and I tell you the truth and all this other stuff. John Giles, if he is the guy, it hasn't been confirmed yet. That he's going to be Katie Hobbs' running mate. But again, and there's so much, and John Gillette, the state rep, made a great point, and I've been saying it too, that this just shows how desperate Katie Hobbs is. If you have to try to win people's vote by claiming you're bipartisan, by the way, after vetoing over 500 bills, you can't be I took a Republican. He's not a Republican. The guy's a Democrat. And you can't say you want to work with Republicans after you veto over 500 of their bills. You can't do that. Her campaign's a disaster. Andy Biggs should be salivating right now. He and his people, they should be salivating. This shows she is majorly desperate. Do you think Democrats are going to be inspired by her picking a Republican? Again, we know that he's not. Do you think they're going to be happy about that? No, definitely not. And again, racist KK Katie would never pick somebody that is not white. Once again, she's a twice convicted racist. They found her in court guilty, and Tanya Adams got big paydays out of it. She's not. That's why she's KK Katie Hobbs. Okay? So this John Giles was asked, why are you speaking out against Donald Trump? Why are you doing this? He spoke out against Trump.
Occasionally there are issues and questions that we're presented with in life that are just too compelling to be silent. And I knew that if I had to sleep at night and that I couldn't do that well if I didn't speak out and express my disappointment in the Republican nominee.
Oh, because he's a Democrat. That's what it comes down to, because he is a flat-out Democrat. John Giles at the DNC. If you missed it, this is one of the best.
Good evening. I have a confession to make.
Here we go.
I'm a lifelong Republican. So I feel a little out of place tonight. But I feel more at home here than in today's Republican Party.
Oh, but she's like, I picked the Democrat, and this stupid media's like, she picked them. So I picked a Republican. She picked a Republican. The guy is not a Republican. He's not. You want to hear some more hits from this guy? Okay. You're going to love this one.
My hero, John McCain, taught us to put country over party.
Well, this is why I'm like, all right, listen, I get the Biggs campaign, right? They want to try to get the McCain voters. Well, Cindy is supporting Hobbs and fundraising for her. Do you really think you're going to get the McCain voters? I'm not saying you should crap on them. I'm just saying, don't crap on your base and throw John McCain in our face. Don't do that. I think that that ad that Andy Biggs came out with right away about John McCain, we worked on a bill, that only lasted a couple of days. He took that was unpinned on his Twitter account, which is a smart move. This guy loves the RINO McCain.
And that's how Vice President Harris and Governor Walz will lead too. I have an urgent message for the majority of Americans who, like me, are in the political middle. John McCain's Republican Party is gone, and we don't owe a damn thing to what's been left behind.
Wow. That's what he thinks of you and me.
So let's turn the page.
Wow.
Let's put country first. Let's put adults in the room where our country deserves.
Hey, John, now that you are teaming up with a Democrat, again, if it's 100%, now that you're teaming up with a Democrat, what do you think of the Democratic Socialists of America? What do you think about their plans of wanting to abolish ICE? Do you agree with them? Do you think they should be welcomed into the party? And again, what policies do you differ on with Katie Hobbs? Because you're supposedly in different parties. You have to have some disagreements. What are they? Name me some policies. That would be great. And I've got a lot of talkbacks on this. I wonder, and again, it's not 100% yet. This is not confirmed. This is crazy. It's been almost 24 hours. And the Hobbs campaign, somebody must have leaked it out. And there's some speculation here. Listen, here we go.
Hey, Garrett.
Yes.
Betty down in Tucson.
Hello.
No, he's not on the fence. I think the problem is she's floating his name out there to see what the public reaction is. And if they think she's wonderful for making this and so bipartisan that she'd be a great choice for Arizona, or are they seeing it for what it really is and all she's trying to do is pander for votes?
Well, you know what? I disagree a bit here. Because the fact that it's been put out and it's so out there, what if she does say no? What if he says no? You know how bad this is going to look for her? Jimmy McCain already said no. I'm reading I don't know who they are, but there's more and more speculation that there are other people that have told Katie Hobbs no as well. So I'd like to find out who they are if it is true. Okay? But this has gotten so much play already that if it doesn't happen, it's going to make her look like even more of a clown, which is why this is a very dangerous game they're playing here. This campaign, this is what I think what's going on in the background is that the Hobbs campaign is in absolute chaos. I think it's a mess. Somebody put this out there. I don't believe they were supposed to do it. They should have probably already been all over this, but now they don't know what to do because it's not difficult to point out that this guy is not a Republican. He's not going to make people on the fence change. As more and more from this guy comes out, it's not going to help at all. Listen to this.
The grand old party has been kidnapped by extremists and devolved into a cult.
Oh.
The cult of Donald Trump.
Wow.
Trump doesn't know the first thing about public service. Like a child, he acts purely out of self-interest.
So we're a cult. Did you know that? We're a cult. You're a cultist. I'm a cultist. We're all in a cult. Is that going to help Katie Hobbs win over people by reaching across the aisle? Is that going to do it? Oh, man. I have more for you on this. There's more greatest hits. I'm going to get to more talkbacks. And then we have to get to this guy that has links to terrorism. In Michigan, this Abdul El Sayed. He apparently has accepted over $115,000 in campaign donations from people that are tied to terrorism. We'll get to all this coming up. Garrett Lewis with you. It is your Afternoon Addiction.
Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche will not have Republican Senator Susan Collins' vote when his nomination heads to the Senate floor. Collins says she reviewed Blanche's qualifications and testimony before concluding his actions have further eroded the Justice Department's independence. President Trump in Vegas today touting the U.S. economy. Speaking to the crowd at the Red Rock Casino and Resort, Trump touted his no tax on tips policy and other measures he said have helped Americans. Trump has been ramping up his economic message with the midterm elections less than 4 months away. The Arizona Department of Child Safety requesting a lawsuit against the agency be tossed out. The claim alleges DCS failed to intervene before 11-year-old Chaska Davis Smith died from non-accidental injuries while sharing a hotel room in 2022 with his grandmother, Stephanie Davis. A former executive director of the Prescott Area Habitat for Humanity is headed to prison. The Yavapai County Sheriff's Office says Karen Northcutt was sentenced to more than 60 years behind bars for stealing more than $800,000. This edition of The Download is brought to you by Sun Valley Wealth, fiduciary advisors, protecting families from bad advice, big tax bills, and advisors who never pick up the phone. SunValleyWealth.com. Now traffic.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
There's a crash blocking the exit ramp on the 10 westbound near 43rd Avenue. An accident with the right lane blocked on the 10 Maricopa Freeway eastbound at Baseline. Also a crash on Gilbert Road at Southern. An injury accident on 98th Avenue in McDowell. And a crash on Signal Butte Road in East Baseline. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Gas prices, these grocery prices, the cost of living,
inflation, escape,
get away.
Oh, wait. Your inflation vacation is booked with $1,000. Chances to win every weekday. Sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys.
Hey, Arizona, it's your local accident attorney, Kevin Rowe from Lerner and Rowe, where there are no fees until we win your case. Speaking of win, we want to help you bank $1,000, powered by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. Interact, need a check? Call Lerner and Rowe today, 977-1900.
Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and nearly 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. Left untreated, these veins can cause tired, heavy legs, swelling, burning, cramping, aching, even restless leg syndrome. In some cases, it can lead to serious health risks like blood clots. USA Vein Clinics offers minimally invasive treatments that take as little as 15 minutes, covered by most insurances. Call 602-855-9542 and schedule your appointment today. Don't wait. Call 602-855-9542 for free information today. Imagine walking, exercising, and sleeping peacefully again. Varicose and spider veins won't go away on their own. USA Vein Clinics can help. Call 602-855-9542 for fast, easy, and affordable solutions. USA Vein Clinic treatments are covered by most insurance plans. Don't put this off any longer. Call 602-855-9542.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival,
presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena.
Stream it live on Disney Plus and Hulu. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way to be there.
Starting Monday.
After some whitening treatments, even a little cold air can make you wince. So Sensodyne put clinical white users in front of a full-on leaf blower. Get 2 shades whiter teeth without the wince. Try Sensodyne Clinical White today.
Owning a home is cool and all, except for the part where now everything is your problem. Without a home warranty, you could pay thousands to repair or replace appliances and home systems like your AC and plumbing. But with an American Home Shield warranty, you can help protect your wallet from pricey breakdowns. If AHS can't repair the covered item, they'll replace it no matter how old it is. Don't let unexpected bills wreck your budget. American Home Shield. Don't worry, be warranty. Sign up today at ahs.com. See ahs.com/contracts for coverage details, including limit amounts, fees, limitations, and exclusions.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK, LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
In a recent survey of 123,000 wireless customers, Pure Talk was the only wireless company to receive 5 stars in every category: coverage, support, value, and data. What else do you need to know? Switch to Pure Talk today and get any plan, including their top shelf unlimited data plan for just $15 a month for your first 3 months. No contract, no commitment. Dial pound 250, say micro, and let Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team help you make the switch.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. 550 KFYI. The news you need when you need it. Guaranteed human.
Oh, this is gold, baby. This is gold. Garrett Lewis with you. It's your afternoon addiction. So, as the Arizona media is reporting that this John Giles, the rumored pick courtesy of the New York Times, they're reporting that Katie Hobbs is going to pick John Giles. They're like, he's a Republican. He's a Republican. Turns out he's actually not. The brain-dead Arizona media. Axios Phoenix reports, and I shared this on my X at Garrett Lewis and on my Instagram story at Garrett Lewis. I'll stick it on Facebook in a minute. Axios obtained Giles' voter record. They got his voter records from the Maricopa County Recorder's Office via public records request. The records show that John Giles switched from the Republican Party to no party preference in May. Wait, what? He's not. Maybe this is why the Hobbs campaign is like, oh, no. Maybe they didn't do the homework on this and they didn't realize. Because the guy ran as a Republican for a very long time as mayor, and he wasn't a Republican. He had a lot of lib tendencies. But maybe they just, realized, oh my gosh, this got out. Somebody from the campaign leaked it to the New York Times, and we didn't check. We didn't see. He's not even a Republican. Oh my gosh. Because if you look at the stories that are being reported all over the place, they keep calling this guy a Republican, and he's not. This is just absolute gold. The hits keep on coming. Yeah. Hits keep on coming. This John Giles, he has said a lot of things that really make absolutely no sense. We're cultists. He claimed this about Donald Trump.
Trump made a lot of lofty promises. Unlimited economic growth.
We had that.
American manufacturing reborn. A secure border.
Yeah.
Turns out Donald Trump was all talk. He wanted our votes, but he couldn't deliver a thing.
There's a lot of talkbacks about this.
Hi, Garrett. It's Mike from Mesa.
Hello, Mike.
I think Katie Hobbs thinks if she reaches across the aisle, she's going to make herself look good, but Republicans are smart enough to know better.
I think so.
I think Giles is a terrible choice, and the campaign's going to fall on their face, and the Republicans are going to win the general election for governor. Thanks.
Look, I think the Hobbs campaign is in utter freefall right now. Can you imagine, by the way, if everything is based on your lieutenant governor pick? Like, you have 4 years of a record, and there's nothing that you can say that is a success. That's what it comes down to. Katie Hobbs can't campaign that she's done anything that's made your life better. So in the middle of all this, she's like, let's do this. Let's pick. I mean, they have to pick a lieutenant governor, I guess, at some point, but this is what it is. This is the best. You got to be honest. I'm also jonesing for another social media video put out by the Hobbs campaign because they're always so bad. It just makes my job so easy. And it's been days. What are these people doing? And do you agree with me? I want to bring this up one more time. Huge news we reported yesterday. We talked about it, about Chris Mays. And the fact that she said there's a chance that Katie Hobbs may never sit down and answer questions about her pay-to-play scandal. Warren Peterson should be everywhere, screaming about how corrupt Hobbs is and how corrupt Mays is. And as Attorney General, I would go after all corruption because that's what we want, right? We want corruption to end. That's what he should be doing and he should be saying. But They're not doing it. Like, this is just hilarious. This is hilarious. Good luck with this. I really don't even want any more of this guy. By the way, he claims this. And what? One more about Kamala. This is the DNC.
But these days, my city of Mesa, Arizona is on the move. I'm going to ribbon cuttings every single week. All because Joe Biden and Kamala Harris reached across the aisle and they delivered for my conservative community and countless more across the country. Wow. This guy's full of it. He's not even a Republican. It's so funny. All right, they're an absolute mess. I have that information again. It's on my X and Instagram at Garrett Lewis. So we'll see what the Hobbs campaign does. The fact that they haven't said anything to address this all day. I mean, this came out last night. New York Times broke the story. Maybe they're wrong, but they're not even addressing it. And I'm so glad that I found that this post by John Giles where he's like, this guy wanted to ban gas stoves in homes. That's what he wanted to do. Before we get to the situation in Michigan, we'll get more talkbacks. I just wanted to give you a quick heads up because I talked about it yesterday too, how Salad and Go is going out of business. They're going bankrupt. It's terrible. It's terrible. I drove by one today. There must have been like 14 cars in the drive-thru. I'm like, really? You know, they're like, oh, now. But here's the thing. The Salad and Goes, they are being bought because I'm like, somebody's going to have to buy them, right? They have to buy them at some point because they have all these different locations. You probably get a good deal. And it turns out that the company that owns Dutch Brothers is going to buy all of the locations of the Salad and Go. They're getting them for like pennies on the dollar. I mean, I don't know, pennies on the dollar, but they're getting a good deal, obviously. So they're going to buy all the Salad and Go assets. They're going to honor all of the contracts, all that other stuff. But from what I read about this, and today's the last day Salad and Go is going to be in business, they bought it for $105 million. $105 million. And the locations, they're going to be used for Dutch Brothers. They're going to sell Dutch Brothers coffee and that. So all the Salad and Goes will become Dutch Brothers coffees, which people seem to love. They seem to love. I'm not big on the fancy coffee drinks. I like coffee. I see the lines at Dutch Brothers. People love all the sugary drinks, all this other stuff. I remember somebody told me one time, you have to try the muffin tops. I'm thinking they're freaking pre-done things in plastic. Like what the one time that I went to a Dutch Brothers, I happened to be in Yuma for a roller hockey tournament. So this is going back probably 5 years. And I'm like, I need to wake up. I need some coffee. So I hopped in the car with another dad. And I'm like, I've never been there. He's like, oh, I go to Dutch Brothers all the time. So we roll up and he makes his order. And I'm like, can I get a cup of coffee? And they go, wait, what? The girl's like, what? Coffee? I'm like, yes, like coffee. You serve coffee in these drinks. Can you just don't put all the other crap in it? Just put coffee in a cup. I just want coffee. And she's like, you mean like a drip? Is that how you make your coffee? Do you drip it? Like, I want one of your coffee drinks without all the sugar and crap in it. Can I just have the coffee? Oh man, I like an Americano? I don't know. I call it coffee. It's that simple. So it said I don't do the whole Dutch Brothers thing. A lot of people do. But apparently all the Salad and Goes, I guess, will be converted to Dutch Brothers. So good luck with that. Now there's some huge news about this guy from Michigan, ties to terrorism. This guy got over $100,000 in campaign donations with people that are tied to terrorism. This Al Sayed guy, Abdul Al Sayed,
the ties to terrorism. It's insane when you hear this. I have it for you coming up. Garrett Lewis with you. It is your afternoon addiction. Bear Arms Firearms is literally loaded with firearms right now. You could get some great deals at Bear Arms Firearms. They're in Scottsdale and Shea. They're family owned. They have the best service and the best prices. And they have such great deals on handguns right now at Bear Arms Firearms. They are even offering Vortex Spark AR red dots with some of their select AR-15 models. They have over 2,500 new and used firearms at Bear Arms Firearms. Great prices. And you never know what they're going to have because they're always getting in great stock. And they have great relationships with the distributors, the manufacturers, so you get the best prices. And if you want to sell your firearms, they will pay you for firearms. There's no consignment going on. Other firearm shops do that. They will pay you at Bear Arms Firearms. So go in there. You never know what they're going to have. Great new and used firearms from a great family-owned company that shares your values at Scottsdale and Shea, BearArmsAZ.com.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
Taking a look at the roads in the Phoenix metropolitan area this evening, there is a crash on the exit ramp of the 202 loop westbound near Dobson Road, an accident on 10th Street and Glendale, a crash on 56th Street and Ray Road in Chandler, and an accident still in play on Gilbert Road at Southern Avenue. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll remember the dropping of the atomic bomb on Hiroshima by telling the tale of Truman's decision to do so. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
Sean Hannity.
It's very interesting how the Democrats were basically caught selling their soul, because that's not where the party is anymore.
Tomorrow at 1, make 550 KFYI a preset on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
Hi, guys. This is the Rocket Roger Clemens. You don't pitch in the majors for 24 years without feeling it later. Shoulders, elbows, knees. Trust me, pain doesn't retire when you do.
That's baseball legend Roger Clemens.
I tried the ice. I tried rest, PT, nothing really worked. When I heard about QC Kinetics, the concept sounded promising. Non-surgical regenerative treatments that help your body heal itself without surgery. Sign me up. Just what I needed. Real lasting relief.
Whether you're a former pro, a weekend golfer, or just want to walk around pain-free again, QC Kinetics uses cutting-edge technology and natural biologics to help restore and repair damaged tissue.
I trusted them with my joints. Now I'm back doing what I love.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 602-837-7246. In Phoenix, Scottsdale, Peoria, and Chandler. That's 837-7246. 837-7246.
China is loading up on gold. Jim Clark, Republic Monetary Exchange. With lower gold prices for now, China is backing up the trucks and loading up. What are they unloading? Dollars. They're trading paper promises for real money, just like we've been saying for years. With Washington drowning in debt and the world at war, you should be doing the same. Protect yourself and profit with gold and silver. To learn more, see us. Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street. 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
Why does Progressive help support truckers? Because truckers unite the world. Truckers unite whistles and lifeguards. Truckers unite fitness devices with people who don't exercise. Truckers unite your aunt with those live, laugh, love signs. But truckers can't do any of this if they're not on the road. That's why Progressive helps safe truckers save an average of $6,181 when they elect to share their ELD data with us. Get a quote at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. 2025 National Average Safe Driver Enrollment Discount Savings for new Progressive customers excludes mandatory program participants. Not available in all states. Driving data could increase or decrease premiums at renewal.
In a recent survey of 123,000 wireless customers, Pure Talk was the only wireless company to receive 5 stars in every category: coverage, support, value, and data. What else do you need to know? Switch to Pure Talk today and get any plan, including their top shelf unlimited data plan, for just $15 a month for your first 3 months. No contract, no commitment. Dial pound 250, say micro, and let Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team help you make the switch.
Some apps say they're free, then come the fees. Not the iHeart app. It's 100% free. No required subscriptions to access the best live radio stations, free playlists, podcasts, and more. Download the free iHeart app today.
iHeartRadio. Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Hey, that was our exit. We're going to miss the first pitch.
Just got to make a stop at Fry's. I promised I'd bring nachos.
Nice. You have the Upside app too, right?
Upside? What's that?
Upside is a free app that gets you cash back when you buy groceries. And they just added Fry's stores in the Phoenix Prescott area.
Wait, I can get money back just for buying groceries?
Yep. And right now, new users can get an extra $10 bonus on their first Fry's trip with the app. That's up to $25 cash back on one grocery run.
Even this Fry's store right here?
Yes. Now pull over. Let's get some cash back on those nachos.
Upside is now available for Fry's stores in the Phoenix Prescott area. Download the free Upside app and use promo code HOT3 to get a $10 bonus on your first purchase at Fry's. That's promo code HOT3 to get a $10 bonus. Remember, use promo code HOT3.
Offers vary by user and location. $10 bonus offer for new users only. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Everyone's talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation. Like your neighbor Brett.
We did Galaxy for the sidewalks and also the porch. The porch had a few pits. Galaxy said that was no problem.
Home or business, Galaxy Concrete Coatings got you covered.
Obviously with the front sidewalk and step, so we didn't worry about any kind of slipping. You know, you're concerned about that after rain. And then when it did dry, it didn't spot, it didn't stain. It was just like it had been done yesterday.
Lots of styles to choose from, 4 times stronger than epoxy, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
One thing that my wife commented on was how easy the Galaxy coating swept versus just the bare concrete.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com now. That's Galaxy Concrete Coatings. And remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. We're out of this world.
We moved here recently. I didn't even think twice about calling anyone else but Galaxy to come do this house.
From the Whitfield Nurseries Weather Center.
An extreme heat warning remains in effect through Sunday night. It will be partly cloudy tonight. Thunderstorms possible, low 88. Mostly sunny tomorrow, high 109. And mostly clear tomorrow night, low 90. I'm Brad Siegel, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Teachers make a difference each and every day. Now's your chance to say thanks. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher powered by Donors Choose. Nominate an outstanding public school teacher who goes above and beyond for students. They could be one of our $5,000 winners for classroom supplies and resources. Teachers give so much. Now it's our turn to give back. Nominate a teacher now at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
The new iHeart app, now with presets. Download and make us your number one.
It's an awesome app.
News Talk 550, KFYI.
Yes, Garrett Lewis with you. Thank you for hanging out and listening on KFYI in Phoenix, KNST in Tucson, maybe on the free iHeartRadio app. Hello, thank you. And on the 550 KFYI YouTube channel, where we're getting more and more people watching and listening every single day. So this Abdul El Sayed, he's the commie that's part of the Democratic Socialists of America. He won the Democrat nomination yesterday. And you know what? He didn't win by that much. He won by about 16,000 over the second place. But then the third place, she got it. She got tens of thousands. She dropped out, but she was still on the ballot. So this guy did not get a majority vote. And there have some big problems up there in Michigan with this guy he hates America. He hates capitalism. He hates Jews. He says Israel doesn't have a right to exist. This is a bad person, and this is who the Democrats are getting behind. This is the new Democratic Party. That's it. 100%. Now, there's a new controversy around this guy. that he got 150. Fox News had the story. This guy, he basically said that Hamas is on the same level as Israel. He's a terrorist sympathizer is really what he is. And apparently he's taken in over $115,000 from CARE, the Council for American Islamic Relations. Problem thing is that they're a foreign terrorist organization. That's what it comes down to. Fox News has the story that Abdul Al-Sayed's campaign, again, he's the Michigan guy that won the Democrat nomination, collected more than $115,000 from people that work or have work and have held leadership roles with the Council on American Islamic Relations, CARE, C-A-R, which has been designated a terrorist organization by President Trump, the United Arab Emirates. They've been labeled as such in Florida and in Texas. And this guy would get up there, and by the way, that should scream exactly what you think is happening, which is the plan. The plan is to defeat us from the inside out. That's what the plan is. Do it with education to teach kids that America is terrible, and then you get people that they get slicksters. He'd get up there and he would scream at his campaign rallies, "Get money out of politics," and yet this guy accepted donations from at least 41 people who have either worked for CARE or work for CARE, including leadership positions at CARE. Says here the donor list includes several of CARE's highest ranking officials, including the national board chair, a guy named Manal Fakhoury, and the national board treasurer, the national vice chair, all this stuff, including CARE Michigan board member, a guy named Jukaku Tayeb, who happens to be Sayed's father-in-law. Yeah. His father-in-law, who's part of CARE as a board member, has been one of the biggest financial brokers of the super PAC supporting his son-in-law, Abdul Al-Sayed, and his campaign, and is part of the founding committee of the Islamic Society of North America, ISNA, which happens to be linked to Hamas and the Muslim Brotherhood funding. So, looks to me we have a terrorist sympathizer who is going to get in there and do the bidding of the terrorists if he somehow wins in Michigan. That's what I hear. And you know what? His campaign manager decided to go off on a curse-filled tirade after barely winning the primary yesterday. Listen to this.
One being like, Abdullah has a ton of work to do mending bridges. Here's the take nuke for you, okay? You are all unbelievably Islamophobic pieces of shit, okay? Wow. You literally called the dude a terrorist for months on end and like called him a sexist, misogynist, terrorist, bad candidate.
So he's upset that politics did what politics does and got dirty. And he went after him. You didn't like him. You're an Islamophobe. Really? Meanwhile, Democratic voters in Michigan tell CBS Morning News.
If Sayed wins, I will not vote Democrat. I'll switch over, and I'll vote for a candidate with character, whoever that might be.
I expect Haley to prevail. And I'm very anxious about the socialist aspect of what Abdul and his supporters represent. I'm a liberal, but I'm not a socialist.
Wow. I have stories I'm going to share with you coming up about how Democrats in Michigan are already like, we're done. We're not giving this guy anything. It's not happening. And wait till you hear the terror ties between this guy and his family and, yes, terrorists. It's coming up. Garrett Lewis with you. It is your afternoon addiction.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
I was in a wreck. I need a check.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. Getting rear-ended once is bad enough. Don't let the insurance company hit you again with a lowball offer. Call an experienced attorney who knows how to fight and win. Call Lerner & Rowe today. 977-1900.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900. 977-1900.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit smiletunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
The Glenn Beck Program. We know who the knuckleheads are.
Just can't wrap his head around $16 trillion in debt.
Come on, knucklehead. Not for knuckleheads. And that's who they're going for is the knucklehead vote.
Tonight from 7 to 10 on your smart speaker. Say play 550 KFYI.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Republic Monetary Exchange Studio, this is KFYI Phoenix, KYOT HD2 Phoenix, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Customers and employees left high and dry. From the 550 KFYI newsroom, I'm Brad Siegel. A popular salad chain across the Southwest is closing its doors. Salad & Go releasing a statement saying it was permanently closing all of its locations, including the ones here in Arizona, after filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This customer offered his reaction to Fox 10.
It's always, to me, it's always popping. There's always people here. It's always kind of busy whenever we go, but that's something that we can't control. You know, I always thought it was busy and they got enough revenue because their prices were so good, but apparently not.
The chain had grown to over 70 locations since it was founded in 2013, but says it was unable to meet consumer demand, rising costs, and other challenges. It also admits that the cyclospora outbreak had weakened confidence in the industry. The number of heat-related deaths in Maricopa County this year is now more than double what it was at this time last year. The latest numbers from the Department of Public Health show 51 heat-related deaths. Officials say 479 are under investigation. At this time last year, there were just 23 heat-related deaths. President Trump is slamming Michigan's Democratic nominee for U.S. Senate. In a speech in Las Vegas today, Trump claimed Abdul El-Sayed hates Jewish people and hates Israel. He went on to predict that El-Sayed will lose the November election. The progressive Democrat defeated establishment-backed Congresswoman Haley Stevens in the primary. A look at your money at the closing bell. The Dow up 263 points. Now traffic.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
There's an accident with two right lanes blocked on Loop 202, Red Mountain Freeway westbound at 24th Street. Stop and go traffic from 44th Street. There's also an accident on Gilbert Road at Southern and an injury accident at 83rd Avenue at Pinnacle Peak Road. If you have a traffic tip, call 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Day and Night Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing.
Phoenix, don't gamble on an old AC this summer. Save $1,776 on a new energy-efficient day and night air system with 0% for 18 months. Lock in comfort before the heat spikes. Stay cool. Book your free estimate at dayandnightair.com.
An extreme heat warning remains in effect through Sunday night. It will be partly cloudy tonight. Thunderstorms possible, low 88. Mostly sunny tomorrow, high 109. And mostly clear tomorrow night, low 90. I'm Brad Siegel, 550 KFYI.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword BANK at KFYI.com. That's BANK at KFYI.com.
Oh, that's incredible. Garrett Lewis with you. It's your afternoon addiction. I don't want to see places go out of business really quick. We're getting reports now that, and I tried this morning, I saw the Salad and Go near me, and there were like 18 cars in the parking lot. I'm like, and you know, they're like, oh, now you're showing up, everybody. People thought all lettuce gave you explosive diarrhea. Apparently not. No. And now Darren just got a message that somebody texted that there are so many cars in line for the Salad and Go, I can't get to the street where my house is. Oh my gosh. I thought they were genius. It's sad. It's sad. Private equity bought it and it grew it to where it wasn't making sense. It was too fast. So, all right. I mean, it's terrible. And then it's going to all become Dutch Bros. Again, nothing against Dutch Bros. And they capitalized on this situation. But, man, That's America, right? The healthy salad place goes out of business for a sugary 800-calorie coffee drink place. Doesn't matter. I can get my GLP-1. We're all good. All right. There's other things to talk about, too, like the fact that there may be there's a terrorist sympathizer that just won the Democrat primary in Michigan. And they're all getting behind the guy. Like, this is crazy. Okay, today there was a hearing about the Muslim Brotherhood. Muslim Brotherhood's been around a very long time. Started out in Egypt, in Northern Africa. They were working with the Nazis and Hitler way back in the day. And they're here now in America. Okay? They are here. Ted Cruz led a hearing today where the Democrats chose to not show up. They didn't think it was important to talk about terrorists hiding in America. They didn't. Oh, it's not a big deal. Because why? Because the Democratic Party now, they support it. They support it. The Muslim Brotherhood, and this is something that is a big deal. This came out today. We'll get back to this, but it is it's not mind-boggling. It makes sense when you think about it. Ted Cruz was interviewing an expert, and we'll get to this guy, but this happened.
Would you agree that this alliance between the Muslim Brotherhood and the DSA, otherwise known as the Red-Green Alliance, is based on a shared hatred of America, Israel, Western civilization writ large, capitalism, and democracy?
Yes, sir, I would. And I would go further as to say it's also united around a revolutionary objective advocating for the overthrow of the U.S. Constitution.
There you go. And that's the Muslim Brotherhood. And that's Kyle Schittler, who is an expert in this. He's answering questions that Ted Cruz threw at him. It's a big deal. It's huge. And this all needs to come out. People need to realize what is happening. Now, the Dems and the media aren't going to show you this because they want this. They're not Democrats anymore. They're commies. They want to overthrow the country. That's because the Democrats are supporting them. Even if you're like, no, but I want to just win. You are one. Like, you could say, I'm not a Nazi. I don't have a tattoo. I don't believe in that stuff. But you know what? They're going to get in power. I'm going to work with them. You're a Nazi. That's just how it is. Ted Cruz really was all over this today. And I want you to hear the things that Ted Cruz had to say, including, by the way, the Democrats think it's not important to be at this hearing.
You may notice that there are empty chairs on the Democrat side of the dais.
Yes.
The American people should ask themselves, why not a single member of the minority decided that a hearing on terrorism was worth their time?
True.
It is an embarrassment and a disservice to the thousands of American victims of the Muslim Brotherhood, including most recently the dozens of Americans who died on October 7th at the hand of Gaza's Muslim Brotherhood branch, Hamas.
That the Muslim Brotherhood branch, Hamas. Hamas is the Muslim Brotherhood. The Muslim Brotherhood is Hamas. And again, this guy's father-in-law is part of the Muslim Brotherhood. It's not that hard to understand, right? Ted Cruz was on fire today about this stuff.
Now let's look at the Muslim Brotherhood network today and its influence in the United States.
Okay.
Today. In fact, just yesterday, Abdul El-Sayed, the son-in-law of a leading member of several Brotherhood groups,
won
Michigan's Democrat primary for U.S. Senate. Perfect timing for this hearing. Probably explains why no Democrats are here and none intend to attend.
Exactly.
Because their campaign is now openly embracing terrorist organizations waging war on America.
Yep. Yep. That's what it is. And again, they partner. They're all part of the same crew.
Does the Muslim Brotherhood also partner with political groups such as the Democratic Socialist of America?
Yes, sir, they do.
They do. They partner with them. They're all cut from the same cloth. They do. More from this expert who is really good. This guy's a foreign policy expert. I'll get you. You know what? More on this guy. His name is Kyle. If it's Scheidler or Schiedler, he's the director and senior analyst for Homeland Security and Counterterrorism for Center for Security Policy. This guy has been an expert for our members of government for a very, very long time. And he says, again, that if I played it earlier, the DSA, the Democratic Socialists of America, they're commies, and the Muslim Brotherhood have one thing in common. They want to overthrow our Constitution, overthrow America. And then this expert talks about the connection, this guy that just won the Democrat Senate primary in Michigan, the connection he has to terrorists.
Abdul El-Sayed's candidacy for senator in Michigan concerns you?
Yes, sir, it does.
Why is that?
Well, to begin with, I look at the connections that his father-in-law, Chakaku Tayyib, has to Brotherhood-linked groups. This includes being the president at one time of CARE Michigan, also his presence on the Islamic Society of North America Founders Committee, which is only for those most exclusively devoted to ISNA and provides significant amounts of funding. There are other known Brotherhood members on that committee.
Yep.
I would also look at El Sayed's ties to a group called Mgage, which purports to be a Muslim sort of get out the vote or candidate recruitment organization, but it has close ties to CARE. It was created by a former CARE member who at one time was on a terror watch list.
Oh, lovely.
And was also a consultant to convicted terrorist Samuel Arian.
Well, other than that, he's a nice guy, right? Other than that, oh, yeah, he's just a nice guy. Other than that stuff. We have a big problem here, don't we? And the Democrats are like, we don't care. We want to get in power. Again, the Democrats, what they don't understand is the more of these commies that get on there, they're going to trash the Democrats, right? Just like the Queers for Palestine. We're going to do this. We're going to go. If the Queers for Palestine went to Palestine, they get thrown off rooftops. That's what's going to happen to the Democrats as well. And they don't believe it, but it's 100% true. By the way, Trump was very candid today. He was speaking. Where was he? Was he in Vegas? I think he was in Vegas. He was in Vegas, right? Vegas. He was very candid about speaking about this Abdul El-Sayed.
The communists will take us 100%. When I watch Abdul, he's full of shit.
Yep, the crowd liked that one. They went on for a long time. But this guy's accepted donations from at least 41 people that worked for CARE or have worked for CARE, have leadership positions in the organization, and they have ties to Hamas and other terrorists. My gosh. More on this. I got more Ted Cruz. You can hit me up with the talk back on the Free Hire Radio if you want. And I also have, again, this is really not, this should not, don't take it lightly, but it should not be good for the Democratic Party. What's the plan in Michigan? What is going to happen there? Wait till you hear it. I have it. It's coming up. Garrett Lewis with you. It's your Afternoon Addiction.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
Accident on the Santan tonight, westbound 202 at the Dobson off-ramp, off right. One downtown, quite a backup, westbound 202 at the mini stack. Approaching the 51, I-10, you're going to find the two right lanes blocked off. Entry accident, 56th Street in Ray. A crash on Power Road in Ray. Also one in Tempe, rural in Southern. Have a traffic tip? Give us a call, 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Precision Air and Plumbing.
Hello, everybody. I'm Eric Bryan. At Precision Air and Plumbing, we're celebrating America's 250th the Precision Way with $2,500 off a new AC unit, 0% financing for 60 months, and no payments until 2027. Make the Precision decision today.
Sonny Hostin's son was stopped by police.
Tell them I'm a federal prosecutor.
On the douchebag scale, this was 7. Tomorrow at 10.
Clay Travis and Buck Sexton. Listen to 550 KFYI anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group. And I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. After 15 years and over 50,000 cancellations, I can tell you with confidence, we know how to get you out of your timeshare. Call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit guide absolutely free with all your options for cancellation. Attorneys, this was meant to be funny, so please don't sue me, especially my friend Kenneth from Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-277-3355. 800-277-3355. 800-277-3355.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
In a recent survey of 123,000 wireless customers, Pure Talk was the only wireless company to receive 5 stars in every category: coverage, support, value, and data. What else do you need to know? Switch to Pure Talk today and get any plan, including their top shelf unlimited data plan for just $15 a month for your first 3 months. No contract, no commitment. Dial pound 250, say micro, and let Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team help you make the switch.
Want more than just awareness for your business? An iHeartMedia partnership can help drive action through sweepstakes, ticket giveaways, listener contesting, and local media. Attach your business to high-energy music moments built to grow awareness, engagement, and leads. Get started at iHeartAdvertising.com.
So your next 5 minutes could be your most productive 5 minutes in years, at least when it comes to your finances anyway. That's all it takes to find out exactly how much you'll save joining MediShare versus what you're paying now for healthcare. It's very typical for people to find out they can save hundreds a month, thousands a year. The typical family saves up to $500 a month. And healthcare sharing is different for sure. It's refreshing different. We know from member surveys, people love saving the money, of course, but they also just like MediShare more than what they were doing before for healthcare costs. And it's not a new thing. It's been proven for more than 30 years. Hundreds of thousands of Americans are part of this. So call them now. They are great to talk to. And very quickly, you'll find out what you can save. You can get your questions answered. Your next 5 minutes could mean saving hundreds a month, month after month. And here is the number. Call 844-43-BIBLE. That's 844-43-BIBLE. 844-43-BIBLE.
Hey, it's Garrett Lewis, and it's time to call Lund Mortgage. Phoenix metro home prices are down year over year. Renting doesn't build you equity. Your money vanishes. Call Lund Mortgage. See what you qualify for. Go to lundmortgage.com. Tell them you heard it from Garrett Lewis.
Geico Roofing is one of the Valley's largest and most trusted roofing companies, offering free roof checkups. Go to GeicoRoofing.com.
I've had a number of surgeries, and frankly, I don't have time to rehab a surgery and an operation at this point in my life. I didn't want to take time off my kids' activities.
That's why former college and pro football player Bobby Carpenter turned to QC Kinetics. We couldn't be happier saving our patients like him from operating rooms and long recoveries.
I've been able to resume like normal activity for me, which is a lot of running. It's a lot of workouts. I've been very, very blessed with how it's been able to hold up.
For so long, patients have accepted surgery as the only solution. But with new technologies, the medical professionals at QC Kinetics use regenerative treatments, your body's own biologics, to help heal and restore knees, hips, shoulders, and backs.
I actually ran into a friend of mine over at our golf course, and he had his knee done. It felt so well. He'd got his shoulder done. He goes, I can't thank you enough. He'd heard the commercial on the air, and so it's feeling great.
Find out how you can avoid surgery and finally get relief. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 602-837-PAIN. That's 602-837-PAIN. 602-837-PAIN.
You've thought about moving some of your IRA into gold. Most people have. Here's what stops them. They think it's complicated. It's not. Golden Crest Metals moves existing IRA and 401k money into physical gold and silver every day. Tax and penalty free. Featured on Fox Business and CNBC. Plus, receive up to $25,000 in free silver with a qualifying purchase. Call 888-447-7857. That's 888-447-7857. Not a financial advisor. Precious metals involve risk. Free silver offer is a 10% bonus in silver on qualifying purchases of premium mintage coins. $10,000 minimum purchase required. Bonus silver capped at $25,000 and credited to customer account. See goldencrestmetals.com for full terms.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit smiletunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
Hello, Arizona. This is your Congressman Paul Gosar. My top priority is serving you. Do you need help with a federal agency? I can help. Call my office at 623-707-0530. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
From the Whitfield Nurseries Weather Center.
An extreme heat warning remains in effect through Sunday night. It will be partly cloudy tonight. Thunderstorms possible, low 88. Mostly sunny tomorrow, high 109. And mostly clear tomorrow night, low 90. I'm Brad Siegel, 550 KFYI.
This report is sponsored by Brake Masters.
You're close to your journey's end. You're winning half the battle. And then it happens. A rattle. You got this. Just head on over to any Brake Masters stop sign. Download coupons and schedule an appointment from your smartphone.
Brake Masters. We give you an honest break.
Why do you love movies? Is it the emotion, the spectacle, the escapism? On Raiders of the Lost podcast, we explore cinema like no one else, including huge interviews with stars like Ryan Gosling on Project Hail Mary.
It was like the Jaws shark. Didn't always work, came with its own problems. That's what made it great. The heart of the movie is Rocky and Grace, and their friendship is hard-earned.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Raiders of the Lost podcast, and listen now.
Feel like the world's gone insane? Reclaim your sanity with Clay and Buck. Tomorrow at 10 on 550 KFYI and the free iHeartRadio app.
Garrett Lewis with you. It's your afternoon addiction. Thank you for making it that way. Kind of a big flippin' deal, isn't it? That a guy with major ties to terrorism just won the Democratic nomination for Senate in Michigan. And you sit back and say, I mean, I hope, like, I read this stuff, I do research, and my whole goal is I hope that you find this entertaining. Like, it's important, but it's entertaining, okay? And I'm like, wow. And I'm like, why wouldn't other media tell you this? Now, they have objectives, all that other stuff. But that's why you come to me, I hope, right? That's why I hope you come to me, because you never know what I'm going to say, but I always have something good. And you're like, wow, I had no idea. I had no clue. Wow. I hope that's what you get. Please, I hope that's what you get. Now there's a story that is, and it's being reported everywhere, about how Jewish voters and black voters too, by the way, in Michigan are like, we're done. Yeah, we're done. We're not doing this stuff. There's different kinds of reporters. One from Jewish Insider, Matthew Kassel, Kassel. And he reports that a Democratic fundraiser in Michigan told him it is absolutely certain that several large Jewish Democrat donors will be backing the Republican Senate candidate Mike Rogers. The quote was, "I would guarantee there will be fundraisers for him hosted by high-profile Jewish Democrats." Wow. That's just one example. Okay? There's more of these reports. Fox News had it. Several Jewish Michigan Democrats admitted that they know they'll be backing the Republican Senate candidate Mike Rogers in the upcoming election. Jewish donors, even before the primary, spoke with the Jewish Telegraphic Agency about the possibility of Abdul El Sayed, becoming the party's nominee. And it was reported several prominent Jewish fundraisers already began to see Mike Rogers, as a hedge, and they're planning to raise funds for him against El Sayed. And then, again, I played for you this two Democrats earlier in Michigan. They were voters and supporters for Haley Stevens, the cheeseball Democrat that sounded like the secretary in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. They were all like, listen, we're not voting for the terrorist. I mean, that's big. And it's not because he's Muslim or this, that. It's because he's got freaking terrorist eyes. That's what's going to suck, right? They're going to try to throw it back at us, and I really don't care what they say. You just think he's a terrorist because he's a Muslim guy. No, I think he's a terrorist because his father-in-law's with the freaking Muslim Brotherhood and CARE. And he got $115,000 in money in campaign funds from people that are tied to terrorists in the state of Michigan. So that's kind of a big deal for me. Just throwing that out. It's kind of a big deal. The Manhattan Institute had a report. We've seen data suggesting large numbers of Haley Stephen voters that would not necessarily support Abdullah Sayed over Mike Rogers. There'll be lots of Democrats voting for Mike Rogers, probably more than any Michigan Republican Senate candidate has had since, well, a long time ago. So, yeah. The Democrats have a big problem, and they're getting right behind this guy, man. Right behind this guy. Whew. I have more for you as well with this, with Ted Cruz. Because Ted Cruz, I mean, he laid it out. And it's like, I want my government to do its job. Their job is to protect American citizens. That's the first job. Protect American citizens. That's it. Ted Cruz today on Fox.
Hamas, which carried out the atrocities on October 7th, is the Muslim Brotherhood in Palestine. As you noted, for a decade, I've been pushing for the United States to designate the Muslim Brotherhood as a terrorist organization. Egypt has already done so. The UAE has already done so. Saudi Arabia has already done so. And last year, President Trump did so as well. That was a very important designation.
Very, very. More from Ted Cruz. He's talking about Muslim Brotherhood and how they're tied to CARE, the Council for American Islamic Relations, and Hamas. This is so big.
The Muslim Brotherhood, however, is not just in the Middle East. They are in the United States. They have an ongoing American operation.
Okay, we know this.
CARE, which is an unindicted co-conspirator in the Holy Land Foundation trial. The Holy Land Foundation was the largest Muslim charity in America, and it was convicted of funneling money to Hamas, funneling millions of dollars to Hamas. 5 of its leaders were sentenced to long prison sentences for funneling money to Hamas. CARE remains incredibly active, central in the Red-Green Alliance you talked about. We're seeing the Democrat Party taken over by Islamists and taken over by communists, and they come together because they have the same enemies. They hate us. They hate America. They hate Israel. They hate capitalism. They hate the Constitution.
That's what it's trying to defeat us from the inside out. That's what they are trying to do. And we see it, and you can't be afraid to say it. Remember after 9/11, see something, say something. We've gone like total wuss. Dude, 9/11 happened 25 years ago. I remember working at KFYI 25 years ago when it happened. I was actually producing the morning show when it happened. Yeah. I'll never forget, there's a weatherman. He's still on in Phoenix, Royal Norman. He was standing behind. He did the weather. And he goes, boys, we're at war. I'm like, what the hell just happened? He saw a plane flying into the World Trade Center. If you would have told me, and it's almost the 25th anniversary, we're a month away, even 20 years ago, even 22 years ago, you said, you know what? The Democrats are going to go full commie, full radical jihadist. That's what they're going to do. They're going to try to take over America. And Americans are going to stupidly vote in a bunch of radical Islamic jihadist type. That's what they're going to do. No way. No way. That's what's happening. And they use political correctness and our schools to brainwash the kids and tell us you can't say anything, can't do this, can't do that. This is what's happening. I'll get to more talkbacks about this. Man, this is what we have. And that's, I'm hoping that you tell everybody. But that's why you listen to me. You miss any part of this show, first hour, second hour, third hour, you can listen on demand on the free iHeartRadio app. Just search Garrett Lewis so you can check it out. I might have more on this, but I have to get you something else too because this is just coming out. More bad news for Fauci? Oh, I have it for you. It's your afternoon addiction.
Firefighters have established containment lines around the wildfires burning in the Spokane, Washington area. Officials say they reached between 5 and 13% containment on the 3 fires and were making steady progress, aided by cooler weather. Tomorrow, a man with Arizona ties suspected of starting the Old Trails fire will be arraigned in court. An FBI report says active shooter incidents are increasing in the U.S. The FBI says in 2025, there were 34 total active shooter incidents. That's a 42% increase year over year. The number of victims from mass shootings increased by nearly 60%. The man accused of opening fire in downtown Tucson last month, injuring 9 people, has now been indicted on attempted murder charges. 21-year-old David French initially faced 19 charges, including 9 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. A grand jury has now indicted him on 29 felony counts. A popular salad chain across the Southwest is closing its doors. Salad & Go releasing a statement saying it was permanently closing all of its locations, including those in Arizona, after filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Lines were long at many Valley locations today as customers wanted to get that last salad. Now, traffic.
From the DeGreen Private Wealth Traffic Center.
On the 202 tonight, Santan westbound, a crash off right at the Dobson off-ramp. Big problem here in downtown Phoenix. An accident westbound 10 at the northbound 51, blocking off your 2 right lanes. Chandler, a crash, injuries, 56th Street and Ray. And you'll find one in the West Valley, 15th Avenue and Bell. Have a traffic tip? Give us a call, 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Audible. When you start listening to books on Audible, traffic might seem like less of an annoyance and more of an opportunity for another chapter. Audible, stories that speak to you. New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com.
Gas prices, these grocery prices, the cost of living, inflation.
Escape.
Get away.
Oh, wait. Your inflation vacation is booked with $1,000. Chances to win every weekday.
Sponsored by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys.
Hey, Arizona, it's your local accident attorney, Kevin Rowe from Lerner & Rowe, where there are no fees until we win your case. Speaking of win, we want to help you bank $1,000, powered by Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys. Interact, need a check? Call Lerner & Rowe today, 977-1900.
Hey, it's Garrett Lewis. Are you needing windows, but you're scared of the price? You need to call Advanced Window Products right here in the Valley. They make their windows in Tolleson. They got a call from a person who needed a quote because a big-name window company quoted this customer $137,000 for 22 windows. Advanced Window Products got there, did all 22 windows for just $29,000. And Advanced Window Products come with a lifetime guarantee. The glass breaks, they don't ask how it broke. They just come out and replace the glass. And Advanced Window Products, they make the windows specifically for us here in the Valley. They have extra coating on the glass that other companies don't do to keep your window protected up to 115 degrees. Plus, Advanced Window Products has their own installers, so you have peace of mind knowing they'll be installed perfectly. The summer special's almost done. $2,500 off when you buy 10 windows or more. Call before it's gone. 480-764-2002, advancedwindows.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival,
presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena.
Stream it live on Disney Plus and Hulu. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way to be there.
Starting Monday.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival is connecting all of us. Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeartRadio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Why does Progressive help support truckers? Because truckers unite the world. Truckers unite whistles and lifeguards. Truckers unite fitness devices with people who don't exercise. Truckers unite your aunt with those live, laugh, love signs. But truckers can't do any of this if they're not on the road. That's why Progressive helps safe truckers save an average of $6,181 when they elect to share their ELD data with us. Get a quote at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. 2025 National Average Safe Driver Enrollment Discount Savings for new Progressive customers exclude mandatory program participants. Not available in all states. Driving data could increase or decrease premiums at renewal.
In a recent survey of 123,000 wireless customers, Pure Talk was the only wireless company to receive 5 stars in every category: coverage, support, value, and data. What else do you need to know? Switch to Pure Talk today and get any plan, including their top shelf unlimited data plan for just $15 a month for your first 3 months. No contract, no commitment. Dial pound 250, say micro, and let Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team help you make the switch.
We had downsized. In that downsizing, my husband lost his man cave.
Everyone is talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like your neighbor Deb.
My husband and I were at the home show and saw all these vendors with garage floor coatings. The one that stayed with us was Galaxy.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings is 4 times stronger than epoxy.
I'm the only one home. And so it's nice when well-dressed, clean-cut, respectful crew show up. That's what Galaxy stands.
Commercial or residential, Galaxy transforms pools, patios, garage floors, and driveways in as little as 1 day. And it comes with a lifetime warranty.
Warranties are real important for us, and to know that should there be an issue, Galaxy was standing behind us. That's pretty much what tipped us over to go with Galaxy.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook.
We are so proud to open our garage store.
We're out of this world.
China is loading up on gold. Jim Clark, Republic Monetary Exchange. With lower gold prices for now, China is backing up the trucks and loading up. What are they unloading? Dollars. They're trading paper promises for real money, just like we've been saying for years. With Washington drowning in debt and the world at war, you should be doing the same. Protect yourself and profit with gold and silver. To learn more, see us. Republic Monetary Exchange in Phoenix on Camelback, just east of 40th Street. 602-682-GOLD or rmegold.com.
550 KFYI. Stay informed. Stay ahead. Guaranteed human.
Garrett Lewis with you. It's your afternoon addiction. 550 KFYI in Phoenix, KNST AM 790 in Tucson, free iHeart Radio app. Katie Hobbs did post another video, but it's some lady speaking Spanish. Nothing about the no party preference guy they call a Republican. Man, this is the best she can do. All right, Fauci. The hits keep coming for Anthony Fauci. Oh, man. Wall Street Journal has an exclusive story that a Senate panel has a copy of Fauci's COVID-era iPhone. Uh-oh. Says you're potentially securing more records related to his actions during the pandemic. Okay, I see it, but it's like, you have his freaking diary. Like, okay, I'm sure they could find a lot of stuff on the phone. I mean, can you imagine the emails for his work and what he wrote and texts and everything that were on his COVID-era iPhone given to him by the government that are now on government servers and everything else? But then I want action, right? I want if he couldn't be busted for anything with his diaries that he uploaded every day onto the government server like an idiot. I mean, enough is enough. Now, again, the Florida Attorney General said they're looking into him. I saw an investigative subpoena being issued because they think Fauci got like $1 million, and they goes, you know what? That he got that money at the cost of a lot of pain to Floridians. So we're looking into all this because he's not protected from any state stuff. So we'll see. But Catherine Herridge, who's a great reporter, that's why she's independent. She confirmed that Senator Ron Johnson's subcommittee has obtained a copy of Fauci's iPhone that was used during his time at Health and Human Services. Like, yeah, this could be big. I know. I'm sick of it like you. At the same time, I want justice. I want this guy to have everything that's coming to him, man. Like, he is a horrible person. Horrible person. The phone was provided by Health and Human Services, and she writes, likely provides new insight and records into Fauci's conduct. Okay? And remember, tomorrow's going to be the vote. Fauci faces a contempt of Congress vote, and they better vote to put his butt in prison. I hope they do that and nobody chickens out. That needs to happen. But think about, okay, so the diaries, they were really bad. It showed how he lied about the death rate and everything, and he's got just obsession with being a celebrity and being famous and everybody else and all this other stuff. And he really is a crappy doctor, just a garbage doctor. But that was his own writing. And he did all that because he wanted to one day put out a book and make a lot of money. Because I know at one point, the COVID shot's only going to go so far. But I figure, being that I am science, I get a book and I have it live forever. Because you get the COVID shots, we all know you're not going to live forever. So he put all of his own words that way, knowing that those words would be read by the public. Now, can you imagine what's on his iPhone? The text messages, the documents, even other emails that he used probably in a particular language, said some things, thinking no one is ever going to see this. No one is ever going to see this. We'll see. We just want action, don't we? We just want action. More talkbacks for you. This about the Salad and Go is all going out of business. If you missed it, they're going out of business. Dutch Brothers bought up all the Salad and Go buildings, their contracts, everything for, what did I say, $110 million or something like that? Okay, legit. And I said it was Salad and Go's founders sold out to private equity. I mean, good on them, right? They made a lot of money. And then private equity comes in and bunch of Harvard MBAs probably trying, we can run this, do this more. And they grew so fast, it just didn't work. And I got a comment on that.
Hey, Garrett, this is John in Scottsdale. I wish everyone would report the truth about having a Salad and Go. You're right about the private equity, but they moved the headquarters to Texas, opened a bunch of locations in Texas, Oklahoma. If you've ever been to Texas, Oklahoma, everyone is a porker. They're not going to eat salads. So they moved the headquarters from Arizona to Texas. They bombed. They took on $2 billion worth of debt, and then they went under. End of subject.
There it is. And now people are getting nostalgic. And I don't want to see anybody lose a job. But they're getting nostalgic. It happens. They've been around 13 years. It's not like they've been around for 100 years or 50 years. 13 years. They made salads. I always liked the simplicity of the menu. Right? It was a salad. And then as they progressed and private equity bought them, they added all these different things to the menu and this other stuff and this and boom, boom, boom. And I get it, and I don't mind taking chances, but it's the simplicity. I remember I had a former coworker talk to the guys that started Cane's, Cane's Chicken Fingers, years ago. They haven't been around that long, but my friend talked to them, and my friend's like, I feel like an idiot after talking to them because we had a meeting about marketing and this other stuff, and I asked them what their business was, and they said chicken fingers. And he said, what? I said, chicken fingers. And he's like, that's it? They said, yeah, we're going to serve chicken fingers and fries, Texas toast, and coleslaw. He's like, you think you're going to make it on chicken fingers? And they said, yeah, our goal is to be the chicken finger version of In-N-Out Burger. And you have the simplicity of the Cane's menu, and you have the simplicity of In-N-Out Burger, right? What do they have? A burger. You can have one patty, you could have two patties, you could have cheese or no cheese. A burger, fries, soda, or a milkshake. That's it. And the simplicity, look how successful those places are, right? Look at how simple. Like you don't have to go, what is it called again? Where they have like the 48-page menu. They're by the malls. My God, I'm losing my mind now. What's that? No. It's a sit-down restaurant where, oh my God, I'm losing my mind now. It could have been gone a long time ago. Anyway, like one of those places, they have like 48 pages, but granted, of course, they have like the same 8 ingredients in every single thing. But it's just the simplicity that made it really, really, really good. And, when you all of a sudden try to overcomplicate and overthink it, then this kind of stuff happens. But it is interesting how people are just lining up. We go from being afraid to have lettuce. I mean, not me, but all of a sudden everybody's like, give me the lettuce now. Give me the lettuce. It's just disappointing that it's going away. So, yeah, that's just how it is. I have more, by the way. This is hilarious. apparently Sophie Cunningham, the WNBA, you have to hear what she says now, right? She said, I want to make sure girls play with girls and boys play with boys, that kind of stuff. She went after the media that covers the WNBA. Why do you think? I have it for you. It's coming up. Garrett Lewis with you. It's your Afternoon Addiction.
From the Bills Pest and Termite Traffic Center.
On the 202 tonight, Santan westbound, a crash off right at the Dobson off-ramp. Big problem here in downtown Phoenix. An accident westbound 10 at the northbound 51, blocking off your two right lanes. Chandler, a crash, injuries, 56th Street and Ray. And you'll find one in the West Valley, 15th Avenue and Bell. Have a traffic tip? Give us a call, 602-374-6300.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Sean Hannity.
It's very interesting how the Democrats were basically caught selling their soul, because that's not where the party is anymore.
Tomorrow at 1, make 550 KFYI a preset on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-777-1225. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-777-1225. That's 800-777-1225 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-777-1225. 800-777-1225.
Hey, that was our exit. We're going to miss the first pitch.
Just got to make a stop at Fry's. I promised I'd bring nachos.
Nice. You have the Upside app too, right?
Upside? What's that?
Upside is a free app that gets you cash back when you buy groceries. And they just added Fry's stores in the Phoenix Prescott area.
Wait, I can get money back just for buying groceries?
Yep. And right now, new users can get an extra $10 bonus on their first Fry's trip with the app. That's up to $25 cash back on one grocery run.
Even this Fry's store right here?
Yes. Now pull over. Let's get some cash back on those nachos.
Upside is now available for Fry's stores in the Phoenix Prescott area. Download the free Upside app and use promo code HOT3 to get a $10 bonus on your first purchase at Fry's. That's promo code HOT3 to get a $10 bonus. Remember, use promo code HOT3.
Offers vary by user and location. $10 bonus offer for new users only. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Some apps say they're free, then come the fees. Not the iHeart app. It's 100% free. No required subscriptions to access the best live radio stations, free playlists, podcasts, and more. Download the free iHeart app today. iHeartRadio.
One stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Let me tell you something. When you sign your insurance policy for some brokers, that's the finish line. Handshake, commission, done. Then you may not hear from them again until it's time for renewal. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and the risk. That's why I'm introducing SuperSure. If your company has more than 25 employees, whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy online. SuperSure is the super agency built for you, licensed in every state for your business, insurance, and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At supersure.com, you can access tools like Fine Print Facts, which translates your current policy into plain English so you see what's covered and what's not, plus a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth so you know what actually needs protecting. Go to supersure.com, one super agency, one powerful platform. All your policies in one place. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
At Hastings & Hastings, we've lowered our discount fee to only 29% to handle your accident case.
The first thing I would say is stop painting and you get Rhino Shield because you're never going to have to paint again. And I truly believe that.
Phoenix, the last thing you want to do in the summer is paint, so do what Scott did. He called Rhino Shield.
This house is a stucco home. We had painted this house 3 times. Stucco continued to crack. The caulking peeled.
You won't get that with Rhino Shield because it's not paint.
I told my wife that I want to see what it's going to cost to do it because if we don't have to paint again, we're saving money.
Rhino Shield's a ceramic coating. It's formulated for our specific climate right here in Phoenix.
The Rhino Shield guys, they were careful with everything. When they were done, there was no damage to anything. It was something I was very impressed with.
Good news, Phoenix. You can get the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield right now for 10% off the regular price.
And I think the transferable warranty for 25 years is a very attractive thing, especially for a prospective buyer in the future.
Here's owner Jim Williams.
This offer is limited, so call me at 855-4U-RINO. That's 855-4, the letter U, RINO.
Go Rhino!
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
You don't pay for iHeartRadio. Our advertisers do. That's why it's always been and always will be 100% free. Radio, music, podcasts. Download the iHeartRadio app now.
You didn't get here by accident. Decades of saving. And now you're supposed to just hope the market holds up? There's a reason smart retirement investors are moving part of their IRA and 401k into physical gold and silver right now. Gold is at record highs. The dollar is weakening. And unlike stocks, you can hold real gold in your hand. Golden Crest Metals makes it simple. A nationally recognized firm seen on Fox Business and CNBC with an A- BBB rating and 5-star reviews. Golden Crest can help you add physical gold and silver to your retirement account, tax and penalty free. And right now, receive up to $25,000 in free silver with a qualifying purchase. Call 888-447-7857 now. That's 888-447-7857. Call 888-447-7857. Not a financial advisor. Precious metals involve risk. Free silver offer is a 10% bonus in silver on qualifying purchases of premium mintage coins. $10,000 minimum purchase required. Bonus silver capped at $25,000 and credited to customer account. See goldencrestmetals.com for full terms.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by iHeartAdvertising.com.
The current slump rolls on for the Dodgers, who dropped their 6th in a row this afternoon as the Cubs swept them away at Wrigley. Wideout Stephon Diggs signing a 1-year deal with the Commanders, where he'll team up with Terry McLaurin to give Washington a 1-2 punch at the position. It appears as though the LIV Golf circuit will continue past this season. CEO Scott O'Neill says they have secured funding from an outside investor. I'm Frank Garrity.
Run a business and not thinking about radio? Think again, because people are listening to radio more today than they did 20 years ago. And only iHeartRadio connects with more Americans than TV, digital, even social. Learn how radio can help your business. Call 844-844-iHeart.
Tax more so we can live better.
The voices of democracy.
That's been the shtick for the Democrats forever.
550 KFYI on the iHeartRadio app.
Garrett Lewis with you. It's your afternoon addiction. So glad you are here with me. I have great talkbacks I have to get to also about Salad and Go and salads. Again, the guy's like, I just left the talkback. He goes, Texas and Oklahoma, man, they don't eat salads. It's true. I lived in Waco for 6 years. My one regret after leaving Waco was not getting every barbecue joint. They were all great, all mom and pops. They used to have it. I'll get to the WNBA in just a second. They used to have gigantic potatoes. I'm like, these potatoes on steroids. And you get a potato and they just smother it in the brisket, the smoked brisket. And I'm like, I told Abby, I'm like, 6 years I was here. Why did I never get that? Why did I always get just the brisket or the sandwich? Why didn't I get the potato? What's wrong with me? That's how I live life. My regrets are I just didn't eat the food that I wanted. Other than that, I have no regrets. That's it. All right, so you know what? I'll get to Sophie in a second. Here's the talk back. It's based on that. Again, the guy just called up and said, nobody in Oklahoma or Texas orders salads. And he may be right.
Hey, Garrett, Patricia in Queen Creek. I'm going to have to agree with your caller that talked about them trying to sell salads in Texas.
Okay.
We own a barbecue restaurant in Chandler, and 40% of our sales there are some salads that we have, some really good salads. We opened one up in Kansas City. There were lines out the door the first day. We sold one salad. Eventually, we ended up taking off the menu because nobody wanted them out there.
That's awesome. Thank you, Patricia. I'm going to have to find out what barbecue place that is and go there and try some. Line out the door, one salad. Can you imagine that person that ordered the salad? What do you like? I like the salad. You know, like a record scratch. Everybody just stops. Like time just stops. And they just look. That's the person that ordered the salad. Get the commie out of here. I know. So that's pretty funny. So, again, all the times I've talked about the WNBA, it's never been once about the actual gameplay. You know, remember I started talking about it last year when they were throwing the Mark Kellys out on the court. It rhymes with Schmildos. They're just chucking them out there. I thought that was the best part of the WNBA. Throw them out there. I mean, think about it. It's a WNBA. Why, player of the game, you get this. Why not, right? And then you have the whole dopey coaches that are like, we want men that identify as women to be able to play with us. But we need more women coaches, not men coaches. It goes on and on. So anyway, what's funny is that Sophie Cunningham, she's the blonde chick that's getting the attention. She actually went after the media.
I think the Minnesota game, there's just so much distraction. I think the WNBA media, all we ever do is cover everything except basketball. And it's like, what are we doing? There's so much. Like, you can talk about other things. I think those are great stories.
Hang on. Why do you think they cover everything but basketball? It's freaking terrible. Like, No, the ratings are going up. I've only seen some highlights. I've never once had the urge to actually watch. Have you? Is it that boring? I mean, there's no hockey now. There's no football now. If you like the NBA, it's not. It's the dead time in sports. You guys never talk about the basketball because nobody gives a crap.
It shows fans, who people are outside of the court. But I also think we got to keep the main thing. And I think when it comes to the Minnesota game, I think there's so much distraction. But the matchup between Miles and Kelsey was phenomenal. Our team, that game in particular was a great game. And so I think that there's a lot to be said, and I'm going to let people just do the speaking for themselves. But for me, I want to get back to basketball. It's always been about basketball. That interview happened in February when I was asked a question.
All right, that's it. No more WNBA crap. None of it. Who cares about the basketball in the WNBA? Sophie Cunningham wants to get back to it. No. Not gonna happen. It's gonna lose all its luster. If there was no controversy about the stupid things that they say, nobody would talk about the WNBA. You know what? This is what I predict. I predict that it's going to, get very quiet about that because they're not going to talk about the trans stuff and everything else until they get, and they're going to go, oh my God, nobody cares about us. They're going to bring that guy in from France. He's this big Jack guy that identifies as a woman and has been winning everything in the women's league there in France. They'll bring that guy over. Boom. Everyone talks about the WNBA again. That's what's going to happen. Listen, thank you so much for listening. Follow me on X and Instagram at Garrett Lewis. Listen on demand on the free iHeartRadio app. Thank you, Darren. See ya.
The communists will take us 100%. When I watch Abdul, he's full of shit.
AI.
Artificial intelligence.
In the workplace, in the classroom, every corner of our lives.
Smarter than all of humanity combined.
AI is existential.
Where does that leave humanity?
The human experience.
Human history.
Happens here.
What's humanly possible?
The everyday emotion.
I have tears in my eyes.
I can just scream.
And connection.
I can hear the frustration in your voice.
That defines us.
For this life that we live.
Experience it with 550 KFYI. Guaranteed human.
Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe. Haven't filed a return for a while? Their happy clients are talking.
The IRS was going to levy my bank account, but Guardian was able to prevent that and fix all my IRS issues. Thanks again, Guardian Tax.
Need relief from crushing tax debt? The IRS IRS now has special programs. Guardian Tax knows all about them. Personal or business, this is the fresh new break you've been hoping for.
We aren't the company you call when you need a hug because you're scared of the IRS. Guardian Tax is the company that wins when you need it most.
Guardian Tax Service is really great to work with. They really help me out. I'd recommend them highly.
Call now for a free confidential consultation. 800-499-1073. 800-499-1073. 800-499-1073.
News Talk 550 KFYI and KFYI.com. On Twitter at KFYI. Real news in real time.
Teachers make a difference each and every day. Now's your chance to say thanks. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose. Nominate an outstanding public school teacher who goes above and beyond for students. They could be one of our $5,000 winners for classroom supplies and resources. Teachers give so much. Now it's our turn to give back. Nominate a teacher now at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
News Talk 550 KFYI. From the Republic Monetary Exchange Studio, this is KFYI Phoenix, KYOT HD2 Phoenix, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Department of Homeland Security punished by a judge. I'm Lisa Lacera, Fox News. It's over his handling of evidence during ICE raids.
A federal judge says Homeland Security is slow rolling its response to her order to preserve evidence from last year's controversial ICE raids in the Los Angeles area. She found the DHS in contempt for not completing her January order to create digital copies of cell phone communications for more than 800 immigration agents. Attorneys for immigrants argue those records could reveal evidence of racial profiling during the raids. The judge ordered Homeland Security to pay a fine of $500 a day until it complies, and also pay the plaintiff's legal cost for obtaining the records.
Fox's Carmen Roberts. Attorneys for DHS admitted in court in June they were processing the government